From a kid's perspective, yeah, it's true.
From an episode of Black Go. That was the name of the episode for motherfucker, and it's fucking right.
I just realized that's I went to the infinite.
Hey, there's a chest in here.
What?
What?
Hang on, I
Dude,
gotta
that retarded.
keep it going. Keep the.
Yeah, keep it age restricted.
No, just gotta keep the whiskey coming down, but it's so fucking nasty by itself.
There's a chest in here.
It's a Jim Beam apple.
Ooh, hold up.
Mixed with. See, Jim Beam apple is actually not bad, but I can't drink any liquor raw. I've always got to mix it, so I'm mixing this one with Diet Pepsi. I've never even heard of that. Is that a regional thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen Maker's Mark around.
Oh god, where is he? I'm blind!
I gotta disable the amplifier, it's above me apparently.
Here, what do you guys
So you gotta
film? I'm gonna get this chest in here.
We'll just give the amplifier the autism.
I gotta keep talking just so I actually am able to form like coherent thoughts. Cause
Don't you see it?
poop on your soul, I love your name. Your name is awesome as hell.
I'm online. Bro, can you burp any louder?
Do you not see the chest in here?
I can actually. That was actually a very quiet one.
Is it underneath us or what?
What chest?
This says there's a chest in here. There's a chest logo on my map. It says it's right here.
I think you're retarded.
It's not on my
Probably
map.
underneath.
On my map, I have to repel the score.
Lime, have you been taking too much shrooms again?
Oh, but this game is cheesy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. On stuff
Lime,
like
have you been taking too much shrooms again?
Alright, so what do we need, dude?
I need more.
Finish all these little rooms, but really, we could just skip it. But your friend
What the hell?
We're trying to get this guy the powerful, I guess.
What about the Valkyrie? I don't care about that shit.
You want a powerful engram?
Not right now, just because my level is too low for it to be effective.
But it drops like 10 plus.
Again, my level is too low for it to be effective. I at least want to be.
Hey, Roger, let's just do the wish ender.
In the mid 500. No problem, soul. I got you, man. There we go. Accepted. Where the fuck am I going? I gotta go.
Well, we killed him.
Don't you mean father?
Yes, son.
Daddy?
You ugly. You are daddy's son.
Where have you been? For the past 23 years, I never knew where you were. Every birthday and every Christmas you were gone. It was just me and Mom by ourselves. Why did you leave us, Daddy?
Is you feel crying or no?
I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the fucking liquor. It makes me emotional and brings back repressed memories of my very bad childhood.
Are you sure you're not on birth control pills?
See, when I did find my father, he told me a really contradictory thing. He always said that the liquor gave him an enormous boner that wouldn't go away, but the actual properties of alcohol do the exact opposite.
They shrink it?
Exactly.
Why they make it limp?
That's what.
That's what doesn't even work.
That's what he just said. Anyway, Again, now, see, I'm wondering now if it's because you were drinking so much that you're actually hallucinating. Yes, very much. Where the hell? Okay, I'm lost. Where the hell? This arrow's not right. Where the hell is it going? Mother! Oh my!
I'm gonna watch Saint struggle.
I can't.
Oh, wait, so where are we supposed to go?
I'm supposed to target the mind bender, but the damn arrow keeps pointing me in the wrong direction. I go to where it points, and it points me the other way I just came from. What
Wait,
kind
Saint,
of...
are you talking?
That's
That's his friend.
Gangster Cat talking. That's me.
Wait, is Poophead talking right now?
No, it's Gangster Cat talking.
It's close.
You can just call me Cat, friend. I know my name's a bit long.
She said.
Okay, I will kick back. Relax.
Well, Lime, do you know where I am?
Nope.
I'm Infinite Snakes.
Alright.
Where the fuck do I go?
Alright.
Wait, before you go, make one of us hosts so he doesn't kick us out. Open up roster, go to the roster, like open your reactor.
Hey, make him host.
Me. Here's Elijah.
Yeah, make him host.
That's my brother's name.
What?
Hey.
That's your brother's name?
Elijah.
I can't, I'm in the middle of it. You can see me right now, I'm in the middle. People are in front of me and scaly me.
Sunday.
This is pissing me off.
Here, I'll accept it from my phone.
Oh my god. I used... It was above me this entire time.
Hey,
Wait, Saint.
Roger, are you host? Alright. I'll catch you. Alright, that's perfect.
Man.
This is so sick. We actually have full dude.
Work this up.
So I gotta quit question.
Gangster Cat, I'm gonna need you to stay in the party forever.
What's the what
Square
are
root
the
of 27?
I know the cube root of 27. It's 3, I think.
9. Wait, what? 9.
And you,
No.
This guy's file says he's obsessed with
The screw root of what?
no, I said the cubed root, not
Yeah.
square. But
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, the
I'm in 8th
question.
grade, so don't get mad at me. Bully.
Jesus Christ, you're young. Okay, now here's where I gotta play. Here's where I gotta play an interesting question. How old do you think I am based on my voice?
22.
27.
Close. I'm 29 actually.
I was a
Best.
little off.
Oh, what's the sign? What's the symbol? Lime?
It was one fish.
Yes.
I
No,
was
circle test.
cursed. I was cursed like that one guy. Jax is his nickname. He's in his 60s, but he still sounds like he's 12 years old.
Where's circling the fish? I forgot what that one is. Wait, no. Never mind, no, it
it's
is.
just one. It's just a fish.
It's below. It's the one below. No, it's circle the fish.
Speaking
already
of
fished.
the Circle of Life, did you know that they've already casted the next people for the Lion King live-action film they're making?
What?
Yeah, they've casted the cast for the Lion King live-action film they're making. And fucking
Does that have to do anything with Circle of Life?
yeah,
Are you high?
I'm not high, I'm drunk.
Even worse. Hey, Lime,
can't-
get back, remember? Our little strategy. Lime, get our strategy.
I'm not Canadian, so I don't enjoy the privilege of legal cannabis.
How you
Unlike
say it
them,
again?
unlike them Canucks up north, they have that privilege. Meanwhile, I gotta take my, what is it, my carnal enjoyments the old-fashioned way. With a nice bottle of whiskey and a nice bottle of Diet Pepsi to mix it with, because honestly that shit is disgusting raw. Oh,
Where's
fuck
snakes
it.
facing each other?
Oh my god! I just realized I'm still wearing that goddamn Halloween mask! I totally forgot to take it off! That's why I'm taking so much damage! Oh my god, I'm
How
an
low were you
idiot!
before?
I was at 420.
Yeah, he's.
You're an actual retard, I swear. Bro.
You know what?
No.
You know what? It's actually
I'm
interesting
sorry.
you say that, but because here's the thing. When I was 2 years old, I went deaf for a single month, and it was during that critical. Well, no, I did because I had a really bad ear infection, and so I couldn't hear shit. And afterwards, I couldn't understand context. Like, you tell me, you point at a ball and say the word ball, I would just say ball. I didn't understand that what you were pointing at was a ball. And because of that, my actual speech became so bad that no one outside of my parents understood what the hell I was saying. And so I was put into speech therapy for, hang on, I gotta think for a sec. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, for 6 years I was put into speech therapy. And that's why I can actually speak coherently now. Well, not right now, but like when I
I know,
haven't
it's
been
coming back.
when I haven't been drinking, okay? Anyways, they tested me for like mental retardation and all that shit when I was in grade school, and no, they didn't do it junior high, just grade school. Yeah, just grade school. They did it there, so, and I came back clean. I'm not retarded or autistic. I'm just silly.
You're special. You're the
Are
mama
you like?
special boy.
Are you like different when you're normal or no? Or you like the same?
No, I'm much different when I'm normal. I'm more reserved when I'm normal. When I haven't been drinking, I don't tell anyone shit. Like, I won't tell anyone that I've had my dick sucked by a guy. Even though I have.
Cade.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It actually wasn't, really. No, the crazy part was I was able to feel it for 4 hours afterwards. That was the crazy part.
Did you feel weird?
It did actually. It did actually feel weird. Now, I'm not going to lie. It did feel good, and I still managed to blow my load inside his throat. But at the same time, it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? It didn't feel right, like how right it feels when you're shoving your dick inside of a chick's pussy. That kind of right. It felt wrong. Like, it felt good, but it felt wrong. Well, that's because it was a confusing time during my life, and shit, I died. That was when I was, like, concerned on, like, if I was gay or not. Like, a lot of people go through that shit.
Yeah.
And I found out the truth. I am not gay.
How did the mindbender get a throne?
That sound made me compromise on if you're gay or not.
No, I'm not compromising on being gay or whatever. Fucking...
Well, I'm powerful.
Oh, shit, where did he go? That motherfucker...
Don't go down there. Alright, let's go. We must go to our Colleen.
Oh,
Let's
speaking
do it for Sunday.
of Colleen, Kevin Smith came out with a film a few years ago called Yoga Hoserd, featuring the main characters Colleen and Colleen. It's actually his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter. They're the main characters.
That's crazy.
Now, what's crazy is his film before that the film is tied to, called Tusk. That had Justin Long, Genesis Rodriguez, Haley Joel Osment, Johnny Depp, and the Colleen sisters again. That was just weird as fuck. Now, I'm not going to lie. For about a year, like, that film, you have to see it while you're stoned. It is not meant for the sober individual. Fuck, I died again. Like,
Am I supposed to learn about this from the drunk guy?
well, no, well, here's the thing. The film is actually loosely based... Hang on, I gotta take a swig. It's loosely based off of real life. Because what it was based originally off of a Craigslist ad from Canada. I think it was in Alberta. And what it was, the ad state had free room and board for a particular house. The only stipulation was that you had to dress as a walrus every night. And Kevin Smith, the director, actually had talked about it on his podcast. And then, a year later, he turned that concept into a film. Except, it wasn't dressing like a walrus, it was becoming a walrus. That shit was fucking freaky as shit. The frickin' main villain of the story frickin' killed a bunch of people, tore their flesh from their skin.
Yeah?
Yeah, bitch, I fucking owned your ass. No, what? Oh, come on.
Go back.
Would you like to hear the story, or should we wait until he returns?
Let's wait till he returns.
Alright then, I will not spoil the... Oh shit! I will not spoil the ending until he comes back. It's really difficult
That's
to...
racist. What?
What about
Sorry, I'm
me?
not talking to you.
Let's hear
I'm not
this.
talking to you.
Yes, I
I'm
am a
talking to you.
quadroon. Anyway. And for those of y'all who don't know what a quadroon is a term that was used by 18th and 19th century ethnicists to determine a label for those who were 3/4 of European descent and 1/4 of African descent.
Oh, yeah, because when they brought the slaves over, huh?
Exactly, they needed to keep track, and so quadroon
Yeah, I
was
got
used for two-generation minority, and that's what I fall under. In fact, I am thoroughly convinced that my grandmother was the vanguard of once you go black, you don't go back, seeing as how she was a white English woman. Literally, she was born in Liverpool, England, and she had 3 husbands, all of whom were black. And her last husband, my grandfather, she actually hated the man, but she stayed with him just to preserve the whole concept of the familial unit. No, but I gotta tell y'all a funny story that my ex told me. Freaking, no, it's hilarious. I've never heard anyone act like this to someone who was dying before. You gotta hear it. Okay, so, my ex had an uncle, and then he, married this one bitch, and then divorced her a year later. A year later, married a new bitch, but didn't want to go through the whole process of divorcing her again, so he just stayed married to her for 25 years. Then he got cancer, and when he was on his deathbed, the last words that his wife said to him were, "Nice doing business with you," and shook his hand. He shook her hand, and then 10 seconds later, beep. What kind of relationship was that? Fuck. Nice doing, not I love you, I'll never forget you, it's nice doing business with you. Beep. What the fuck kind of shit?
I wasn't there for the most story. I cut off it when you were talking about her dad.
So this woman, she said, "Nice doing business with you."
as he was dying, and then 10 seconds later, he died. What kind of last words are that? Nice doing business with you. What the fuck? Not I love you, not I'll never forget you, not you'll always be in my heart or some freaking typical ridiculous bullshit. It's nice doing business. And he shook her hand too,
Please stop.
like,
No, no, no,
yeah.
no, no. Kill.
What the fuck?
I want to think cake.
Where the fuck am I? Am I on the Dreadnought? What the hell? This looks like the Dreadnought. Where the fuck am I? No, it looks... It says I'm on the Tangled Shore, but it looks like the fucking Dreadnought. I don't get it.
It's part of the
Do I
thing.
revive you or no?
It is a dreadnought, but it's part of the game.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Game glitched.
I get it. Hang on. I need to...
You're not
Take
supposed to do the
another
actual activity.
What did you do, Elijah?
You're not supposed to do activity, but I hope, versus hope, let's set that checkmate. If you did it, I'm sorry. And besides, the token wouldn't work because it wouldn't spawn in.
Are you named after the prophet or his student?
Both.
Are you retarded right now?
I'm drinking, not retarded.
Word. Sorry, man, I love you.
What the hell was that I heard? It sounded like Goofy going, yup. Oh yeah, did any of you see that comic about Goofy? That surfaced a few weeks ago?
Of what? Him being kissed by another Goofy?
No. It was when he was talking to his son Maxie about the birds and the bees.
What?
You didn't see it? Oh my god, it was so awesome. Like, his son Maxie didn't believe him. Like, he's like, I don't think I should be talking to you about this. I mean, it's not like you've had exactly any, like, a lot of sexual experience. And then he said, and I quote, I know I come off as silly and oblivious, but I have the same urges as everyone else. These primal cravings have long persisted after your mother's passing, and to this day, I long for the next opportunity to partake in the carnal union of flesh. Your dad doesn't have sex, Maxie. Your dad fucks. This motherfucking Goofy of all people saying that shit! In fact, you know what? I will find the comic it's based off, and I'll post the link to y'all. Hang on, I gotta, shit, where was it? It was made by Dorkly. Did y'all watch Dorkly? They make some great shit.
Take this
I know
way.
what you mean.
Oh my god.
Here!
I
Yeah,
think you need to take a swig, man.
a little under a month ago.
No, man.
What?
We couldn't do anything because we did the entire thing and it probably glitched out because I had no respawn. I was supposed to do it without doing the actual first step. So we're supposed to kill the first thing and then continue. Can you not burp while I'm talking?
I can't
Thank you.
control it.
Again,
Wait,
step
do you
your
have
throat.
Forsaken?
Do you say for me to stab my throat? How the hell is my ass supposed to breathe?
Find out.
Oh.
Did I say how to do it? I just told you just find out.
Oh yeah, sure.
Alexa, can we go back and do it? Wait.
Oh god, don't tell me it's gonna tell me to sign
Hey,
in.
what happened to taunt?
He left. He left, man.
That's right.
So wait a minute, who's all here that I'm unfamiliar with? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm right as rain. I know the secret to not getting hungover. Drink a gallon of water. If you don't have high blood pressure, take ibuprofen as well. If you do, just drink a lot of water. I plan on doing that before I fucking uh hit the sack tonight. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to hear me take a piss.
I can't abandon it. Why am I not running about it? Yeah, bro.
I heard you perverts saying you want to hear me piss. Yeah, too bad I fucking denied you. Yeah, I ain't going to fucking jail because there's an underage boy here saying that he fucking wants to hear me piss. Hell no. Fuck that shit. Damn.
Return. Abandon activity. Hurry!
Did anyone know what I was doing before? I forget.
I'm trying to
Going?
play a goofy comic.
Oh, yes! Thank you for reminding me. Shit! I had it. Where is it? I need to, how do I, fuck! There we go! Okay, there we go,
What's up,
okay.
Moan?
It wasn't me.
Oh my god! Your voice attacking me.
Son of a bitch, I gotta reload the damn app. God damn it! Hey, instead of that, I will...
Doesn't matter.
What's the name called of this? He doesn't even say. I'll just look up y'all, fucking manually. Well, here's the thing, friend. I call everyone whom I don't know friend. It's a friendly way of addressing people. I mean, would you rather I call you cunt? Or nigger? Or bitch? Or slut? Or cum dumpster? Okay, you need some serious help if you're honestly getting turned on to my nerdy ass voice calling you that shit. Okay, well maybe I wanted to be homo, so what about that, huh? I mean, I told you before I've already had dick on my, or frickin' a man's mouth on my dick. Maybe I want a man's ass on my dick. Is this you? Yeah, I think so. Yep, I know it is, because I just heard a frickin' thing go off. Okay, so, do I have the thing? I should have the thing locked. Yep, here it is. Yep, that was me. That was me. I totally heard that. That's the Goofy comic I told you about. It's funny as shit. Oh That's not right. That's not right. Wait, what? Check mark. There you go. Now y'all aren't left out. Y'all got the same goofy comic. It's fucking ridiculous.
I keep that luckily fit.
Where the
I'll
hell
check it later.
Let me check it out real quick.
Just take your time. Take
Put it
your
in
time.
my...
Because I may honestly not even remember sending you that shit when I wake up tomorrow. Oh, do you want to know the secret of getting drunk fast? Do it on an empty stomach.
How much ammo do you? Oh my god!
It's safer if you do it on a full stomach, but it's quicker if you do it on an empty one.
Be right back, I'm going to the bathroom.
Alright. Where the hell? Oh, I already... Oh, shit, that's right. I already killed that Baron, and I totally forgot that I did that. Well, I'm an idiot.
My game froze. There we go.
Well, that's... Do you play Warframe by chance?
I'm about to. I just got it.
Dude, it's fucking phenomenal. Like...
Is it better than D2?
Dude, yeah, by a lot. Like, actually, I should ask, what is the most important aspect of D2 to you? Is it multiplayer, gameplay, story, worlds?
What's been happening since I was gone?
Probably multiplayer.
Okay, multiplayer, like, do you mean PvE multiplayer or PvP multiplayer?
Found this guy. He has a fresh start.
Okay, there are lots of different PvP modes. You've got like the typical team death battle, but then you also have shit that's like akin to like soccer on there, which is funny as fuck.
What?
But well, yeah, I forget what the hell they call it, but yeah, you got shit on
Rocket
there.
League.
No, not Rocket League. It's similar to Rocket League though. But I
You're
forget.
invited to the party, so don't act like... Actually, never mind. I can't stop you. Go on.
But yeah, it's similar to Rocket League, but not quite. But the overall majority of the like meat and potatoes of Warframe is consistent within its PvE. Like you know Gambit, I'm guessing, because I'm sure that you've There's actually a mode
up, man?
in welcome to the chat. There's a mode in Warframe very similar to Gambit called the Index. Difference being though is that in the Index you actually bet currency, and if you lose the round you're fucked because you've lost all the money that you have betted on it. However, if you
Or you lose
win,
like part of your Gambit rank, like points. Like you bet like 100 of your rank points, and if you win, you get 200. But if you lose 200.
kind of
See what I
sort
mean?
of like
Started
in
up.
sort of like in Warframe, except in Warframe you're actually betting your money, and then
Here,
if
make
you
him
win,
make him host. Make him host so you can launch it.
I did.
yeah, if you
Come
win,
on.
you actually get a
No,
lot.
over here.
And not only that, but like one of my main focuses. Why the hell can I get up there? Anyway, so like one of my main focuses with Destiny was always its like story and its narrative and its lore, and like to everyone like who likes that shit, Warframe actually has like a whole like chock full of that shit. It's really great, and they have really memorable characters, similar like Failsafe or K6 kind of characters.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah,
What's your
Warframe
other
is.
question?
Go ahead.
So, if I were to invite you to a party another time, you'd be completely different than what you are now.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
You would be completely different from
If-
now.
Oh, if I were sober, yeah. Reserve when I don't have. Okay, like pop quiz, gentlemen. But in case you're not aware, alcohol, like sex, lowers your inhibitions. And so, you willingly.
I'm sorry, Johannes. You have to deal with this. Or John. I'm really sorry.
I am sorry, too, that you caught me while I was drinking. Normally, I'm more respectable. Now I don't give no fucks! And so that is why, like, when you drink... Hang on, I need to pour myself another one.
Don't
Hang
worry,
on.
he's fun to talk to when he's drunk.
There's a cabal near me real quick. Hang on. Oh, no, wait, they're not targeting
Rape
me.
him. Not rape him, no.
No, I told you before I had a man's mouth on my dick, not their ass. Damn, man. Anyway.
Yeah, John, whatever he's saying now is actually true. He's not this honest when he's sober.
I am not. No, like I said before, alcohol lowers one's inhibitions. I'm done here with this bottle. Oh, here's a hilarious story from Destiny 1. At my last job, there was this one fat bitch that really pissed me right the fuck off. Like, so much so that I wanted to tear her goddamn throat out with my bare fucking hands. Of course, that's against the law, though, so I could not do that. But...
Yeah, that's murder.
Exactly. Well, not if she lived through it, then that's just manslaughter. But regardless, that still would have...
dead. You're ripping out their heart.
No, I said her throat, not her chest. She was too flat.
Choke. She'll bleed to death.
Yeah, anyway, she could still have potentially survived that if medical attention got to her. And the place I worked at was literally 1 block from the hospital, so I'm pretty sure she would have lived if I had done that. But then again, I would have been freaking going to prison, and I would have had to been a professional anal rapist to survive. And needless to say, as much as I love a woman's ass, I don't think I would like a man's ass the same way. But I digress. She pissed me right the fuck off. And so, in order to alleviate my stress, I had a drinking game with my buddies on Destiny 1. Every time we lost a Crucible match, I took a shot. Every time we won a Crucible match, I took 2 shots. Either way, I was getting more hammered as we were playing. Within 45 minutes, a fresh 750 milliliter bottle of frickin' Fireball whiskey was gone. And I felt great for the first half hour. After that, I felt like complete and utter shit. I ended up passing out, waking up, throwing up on myself, passing out, waking up, throwing up on myself, passing out, waking up, throwing up on myself. By the time it was finally over, I realized I had to go to bed within 4 hours. So I spent the last 4 hours of that day doing my fucking laundry. I was so mad at myself for doing that shit. And I didn't touch liquor for 2.5 years afterwards. But see, now I've learned the secret art of self-control. Specifically when it comes to liquor.
Guys, don't do the actual thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. John, no, you don't actually. We're doing the enlightenment thing right now.
So yeah. Anyway, the lesson being.
But we'll do the actual thing with you afterwards.
It's like what Nigel What's-His-Face that played as Alfred in Batman, the Dark Knight Returns or whatever said.
Oh yeah.
Most away. Exactly. You need to know your limits. Specifically when it comes to alcohol. If you don't know your limits, yeah, I recommend that everyone drink so much that they black out once in a while. At least, so they understand what it's like.
You remind me of, what's his name, the guy from Simpsons, the big old fat guy. Not saying you're fat, I'm saying like you.
Barney,
You burp like that. Yeah, you sound like Barney.
Yeah, Barney's awesome! He's a classic character! He was the lead singer of the B-Sharps! And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. And
join Tank Thomas party. I'll invite you. Invite John.
This is a sniper's nest. Great sight.
But I don't want to leave Gangster. He's funny.
He's trying to film.
That was a one-shot kill. Keep your
Huh?
I'm not a member of Antifa. Fuck them.
But I want to leave him anyway.
You're a member of Anti what?
I said I'm not a member.
Anti who?
I said I'm not a member of Antifa. Fuck them.
Do you still want to join them or not?
Nothing but a bunch of
I'll stay
basement
with him.
dwellers.
I'll stay with Gangster.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
I appreciate
Gangster's
it,
funny.
man. Not only that, but
Wait, are
I'm
you friends with him?
not only that, but I'm streaming right now. Y'all are gonna be on
Are you
my
friend-
stream when it uploads.
Oh God, you actually are.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Told ya. I only
Sorry,
stream
man.
when I'm drinking. Oh shit! I'm firing my scout rifle at. Hang on, I'm hunting the
How many
rifleman.
views do you have?
I got none. I am gotta be.
I wa-
I've gotta be the lowest. I gotta be the lowest YouTuber in history. My YouTube account is. Hang on. What year is it now? It's 2018. Yeah, my YouTube account is 10 years old, and I have 47 subscribers. I actually gained 2 subscribers last week when they tuned into my Dark Souls 2 drug stream.
Her Gangster, I'm gonna add you right now.
Okay.
Tate's inviting me.
Awesome. Thank
Wait.
you.
Did Tate invite you at all?
Yes, he did. And
No,
why is there
you.
hobgoblins? Yes, he did.
Cat, did he invite you at all? Or no?
No, I didn't get no invite.
Tell him to
I'm
invite you too.
alone.
He's retreating.
There's
but I
no
can't
one
get
here beside me. That's true though, there is no one here beside me. I am all alone. Except for that
Uh-oh,
one
guys,
Who do
he's
you
here.
usually play
Scion.
with?
Say that again, I couldn't hear you.
Who do you usually play with?
Normally, if I'm on Destiny 2, I'm playing with Breaking Chaos, SJM Cray, Dragon Elite 28, and Lady Dolly Gamer. Them four are my usual compadres, but they've been busy of late, and so I've been solo for a while.
We got us now.
I am so happy. You know, chances are, when I go to sleep, I'm not gonna remember y'all at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like, it's very similar to, like, my friend that turned down getting laid. Instead of getting laid, he decided to play Bloodborne with me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I tend to not, like, fully remember shit. That, you know, freaking psychologists have a term for that. It's called encoding failure. What did I do?
What?
I've just been here killing
What?
Scorn. Sticking. I mean, what? Oh, I forgot I had that ability going on.
The mission we're doing? Go Gangster real quick.
I found a chest. I got between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. The one thing I'm glad that they kept, even though they freaking neutered like God knows how many features, I am glad that they kept the Keen Scout for Night Stalker.
Yeah, I got you.
Nothing. He's not there. Okay. So what's up? Wait, Tank. You? Why? You mad at us because we just did the thing, right? The quest right now, the little enlightened thing. But you can't do it because you don't have the actual totem. But you got a powerful gear when we did sit with you just earlier because we had to restart it by someone else to be able to do it because. What, Gangster?
I said, "You're a cow."
Okay.
Callie from South Park. God, where the hell am I supposed to? Oh, up there. Oh, there's that bastard. Well, I didn't see him before. I was literally running around in circles trying to find him.
Think. What do you think?
I think I
I
have
don't think
to
he knows how to pay
retrieve
attention.
item, apparently.
Suffer, man. Just mute your mic or something.
That's
What
the
a dick, man.
penalties of being a father. Do what I did and get snipped.
What does that mean?
It means having a
You can't have kids
vasectomy.
anymore.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Dude, when I was 13 years old, I had to help raise all my siblings. I have 10 of them, okay? As far as I'm concerned, my fatherhood is spent.
Yeah, sounds like it has.
Now, if you haven't
Yeah,
felt your
I'll be
fatherhood
right back.
spent, then... Alright, we'll see you in a bit. If you haven't spent your fatherhood, which I'm guessing you haven't since you said you're in 8th grade, then I recommend you don't get snipped. I recommend you keep your manhood.
Hmm? Why is everyone leaving?
I don't
Sure, I'm
know.
going to show that. Tell him I'll be back. Don't just. I'll stay with you.
Okay, I'll be here. Don't worry. I'm supposed to retrieve the item, but oh, it's up there. God, I'm an idiot. Pay attention to the icons, cat. Jesus. Why do you gotta be such an idiot at times, man? Come on. You're better than this.
Simulation tech. I've never seen anything like it. If we find more, let's grab it.
You can't hit me. I'm beyond your reach. Beyond your influence. Yay! Me and Ramarizi Elijah are friends. Hooray!
What?
I said
What the heck?
I was announcing to the people, to the 15 people, because I've noticed that on average 15 people watch my videos. So I'm announcing to the 15 people who are going to watch this that me and Rami E. Elijah are friends. Ramirez Elijah are friends. Thank you. I'm not sure if my vision was getting distorted or if I was reading it wrong. I was probably reading it wrong. Oh shit! Where do I go?
My friend Lime can find me. I'm gonna invite you to a new party, okay?
Okay, I will be there. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My problems have all gone. But you gotta have friends. Hang on, I gotta hit the button.
Single fish.
So yeah.
Oh shit, I'm
So
almost
if we
dead.
do that, then it will be able to go through. Right, Tank?
I have a question real quick. So, what are the alternative supers to the Hunter class? Aside from Night Stalker, because that's the one I got.
Name the element. Name the element.
Okay, what about Solar for the Hunter?
Solar
and
is
Arc.
Solar is basically Arc is basically the Arc staff. Basically, you hold aim down and basically you could spin the thing around and everything in front of you that in the direction it is basically blocked and reflected back to the enemy.
Like a lightsaber.
And the melee it is you slide, then push R1 in the middle of the sliding, and it does a huge uppercut.
Oh, sick.
done.
Okay. Okay. I went with the
Yeah.
Night Stalker blades.
Did you guys actually leave me? Oh, never mind, you guys right there. But I'd recommend you get Blade Rod, because Blade Rod is it's godly. It's solo one.
I'll have to do that with another
Infinite.
character.
Infinite. Where's Infinite? I know where it is. Well, where are they all going? Why are they going away?
I think
I
it's
don't know.
because of me, fam. They don't want to hear
What?
the... Well, they don't want to hear the drunken idiot frickin'
Can they just mute you?
display...
So
Well,
I want to talk to them and you.
they could just mute me. I'm not sure if they're aware of that feature or not. But they should be grateful, man. I'm giving them free press. They're gonna be on my freaking stream video when that shit uploads to YouTube.
Here,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna join
you know
real
if
quick
it
and
is.
tell them that. I'll go ahead and tell them that if they don't hear you, they can just mute you.
Not a, like, cause I know that, like, for real serious for a moment, I know in my drunken stupor that I come across as very, very annoying. I'm not oblivious to that fact. But the
I'll be
one
right back.
thing that people have to understand, okay, but the one thing people have to understand is that when you're my age, you need some sort of frickin' drug to survive. Like, I'm 29 years old, I'm like a beginner truck driver. You need...
Hold on, I gotta go to game chat real quick. Stop there, I'll swear I'll be right back. I'm not gonna leave you. I'm going to game chat to tell this guy what he's saying.
Okay, man. Don't worry, I'll be here. One more decoy and I've got it.
What is he do? I have no idea what the guy's doing. Okay, so he can hear me.
You could send him hang on, I gotta regain my composure. You can send him a voice message if typing takes too long. You can say, hey, I know Gangster Cat is annoying as fuck because he's been
No,
drinking.
it's John. It's different guy. It's different guy.
Okay. Well, same thing with John, because I saw him in her earlier. You can say, hey, I know Gangster Cat's annoying because he's been drinking for the better part of... I started drinking like 2.5 hours. But there is an option to mute him, which you can use. Not only that, but you'll be getting free press for being part of his stream. Seems like a win-win.
Hey, shout me out. Give me a shout out. Basically, my username.
What about your username?
It's basically my Twitch and YouTube link.
I will put that shit in the description when I'm sober and I actually have to watch this shit because I may forget a bunch of this shit. Like I said,
I already forgot the symbol. Crap, I'm dumb.
Like I said, psychologists call it encoding failure. I'll have to go through this. It was like the time when I was streaming with a friend of mine and we were playing Monster Hunter World. And he frickin' he started addressing my audience, saying, I apologize to everyone who hears him like this. He's a sloppy drunk.
He's a sloppy Joe.
No, he said sloppy drunk. He's not wrong. I really am a sloppy drunk. But there's gotta be a limit to how much you drink. You cannot just drink a whole damn bottle and think that you're gonna be good. Hell to the no. Your ass is gonna get sick. Or you'll end up like my grandfather and you'll die. One of the two. You gotta know your limits. Work within your limits. And you can still have a good time.
That's why everybody has limits. So when their body has a limit, that's how much they can drink. If they go over that limit, they die.
Exactly. There's actually, when I was in trucking school, there was a whole chapter dedicated to not drinking while driving. And I think that would be obvious, considering how we'd be transporting freight, no matter what it is, whether it's...
Yeah, wait, hold up. My family generation has a passed down thing, addiction or alcoholism, and addictions, and I cannot drink at all. If I do, or do anything with drugs, I would have an addiction and die. So I have to be really cautious about my life with that stuff.
Yeah, see,
It's my generation.
Yeah, see, that's what my mother told me too, because my grandfather, he was a black man, funny enough, that married my grandmother, a white English woman, because originally he was from Mississippi, but he emigrated to the United Kingdom, oddly enough, and then he fought for the British during the Korean War. Oh.
Hey, British. My favorite. I am British.
awesome. I'm a quarter British too myself. Actually, seeing as how I was born in Scotland, but I digress. If you're wondering why I don't sound Scottish, it's because I didn't stay there long enough to pick up the accent. We left when I was 2.5 years old. And so, my grandfather, afterwards, when he had PTSD, he then took up the bottle as his source of comfort. He then developed pancreatitis, fell into a coma, and then died. It was, hang on, it was May, June, July. It was 4 months before I was born that he died.
What's up, man?
Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day on this, what's today?
It's the same guy from earlier. Same guy from earlier, buddy.
I know. Hey. I'm not so inebriated that I can't read, okay? I saw his name, Limac. I know he was here earlier. Wait a sec. It's still Saturday for another 45 minutes. So welcome back to the chat on this Saturday.
Not for me. Still 9:45 for me.
Jesus Christ, you're on the West Coast. Well, God help you then. Anyway.
So dum-dum.
Like I said, God help you then. Anyway. I must go and kill the rifleman of the scorn, agent of the fanatic I never dreamed of. They're not gonna know what hit him.
Listen, how much do we need left for the orbs?
We need 2 more cores, and then let's kill Morgan.
I gotta
actually.
I have a quick
and then what's
question.
after that? Yeah.
The Wish Ender. We have to go to the statue and claim that Wish Ender if we have all 3 cores charged.
I have a quick question.
You want our last set or no?
Hold up. Wait, Lem. Yes, Gangster. What is the question?
My question is, with this current iteration of Destiny 2 as it is now, what is the most sought-after weapon to grind for? What is this version's Gallahorn, as you will?
Gallahorn. Good question. Now, give me specifics about Gallahorn. The specifics. Ammo.
Okay,
damage.
Did you ever have Gallahorn in Destiny 1?
Not much. I got it really late, then I quit.
Okay, Gallahorn is very...
I know it is.
Okay. So, like, you know, the whole thing of Gallahorn was when you fired its one rocket and then it split into multiple seekers, which then sought its target, which did even more damage. It was the one, like, go-to weapon that everyone went for because it did so much more massive damage and had that unique perk of being able to have seeker rockets with it. My question is, in Forsaken...
Two-Tailed Fox. Two-Tailed Fox has one shot in each clip, but it shoots 2 at the same exact time, 2 different directions.
Okay. What kind of weapon is it?
Rocket.
Nice. So, how would I
It's exotic,
acquire...
so it's really not easy.
Perfect. So
It's not easy.
how would I acquire that weapon? Quest, random roll, RNG. Okay.
The Two-Tailed Fox.
All right. Because I just remember in vanilla D2, the Gallahorn go-to weapon was the fusion rifle Merciless, which I still have.
Which is still in this game.
Of course it's still in this game. They're not gonna fucking take it out just because Forsaken came out. Damn.
I thought you were talking about a D1 weapon. I'm like, oh, it's also in D2 too.
Well, no. The whole thing of Gallahorn originally was, of course, a D1 weapon, and that was like the go-to weapon that everyone went for. See, I'm originally a Year 2 Destiny 1 player, because the thing that was hilarious was at the very end of Year 1 of D1, Xur offered Gallahorn for everybody, and then the next week it was completely worthless!
Why?
Because Year 1 Destiny 1 weapons didn't scale to Year 2 Destiny 1. If you had Year 1 Gallahorn, the highest you could get it was, what was it? It was like level, like 165, and the max level at that time when Taken King came out was 320. There was no way you could get higher than 165. It was completely useless. It was like Bungie giving the finger to all the players. Here, you want Gallahorn? Here it is. But wait, it's gonna be completely worthless in a week's time. And then to replace it.
Here, Elijah.
Well, we have to get to the
Why
part
do we
where
have to go down
where the ogres are gonna be firing us on the really thin line of bridges.
Where the fuck am I? Oh yeah, and then after that, like a month
In
later,
the room.
that was when the new Gallahorn at the time, Year 2 Destiny 1, was Sleeper Simulant. Got that freaking laser,
Oh.
fucking loved it.
Thing still beats to this day in this game. Still shreds, but you can't get it anymore. Because you had to, like, the last step to get it was complete 3 heroic strikes, but heroic strikes aren't in the game anymore. It's only daily heroic.
Wow. That's bullshit.
So there's only people. It's fair because people had to play early to get a really good gun. But Whisper is still as good, but even better. But it's a sniper, so it's a little harder to use.
Question.
But it's still better.
Question.
You should get to this day.
Okay, question. I saw that a while ago. Fucking die, bitch. Fucking, I saw a while ago there was a thing saying that the chaperone was there, the shotgun.
Ooh, yes. Shotgun, yes. It's much of a grind, but it's a PvP weapon.
Oh,
PvP
yeah.
shotgun.
God damn it, it's
It's a
still
grind. You have to finish. It's finish campaign, Forsaken, and you have to go to Amanda Holiday and complete quests. Kill people, with shotguns, 20 kills with it, and then you have to kill people with certain elements, and each time you die, it lowers percentage.
I should automatically get it
Peaceful.
because I had that shit in Destiny 1. I gotta say though, like based on what you described, it's a hell of a lot easier to get in D2 than it was in D1. Like, do you know how it was?
What'd you have to do in D1?
In D1, you had to have a hand cannon called the Last Word. You then had to get had to fill a completion meter specifically using the last word. But here's the kicker: every time you died in PvP, the counter went down a little bit.
Yep.
So you had to
Same thing with the element kills. You have to get all 3 type of element kills with it, and percentage with it. But it has to be in Crucible.
Yeah, and that's how it was with the original.
But each time you die, it goes down 5%.
Yeah,
And each kill counts as 1%.
Yeah, so it was funny because me and a friend of mine actually figured out how to exploit it back in Destiny 1. What we did was we went to a private match.
Matches.
Yeah, I killed her 10 times.
Sons. Oh, a her, I see.
Yeah, I killed her 10 times, and then she would then back out, and it would count as a victory to me, which would give me extra percentage. We did that for a straight hour, and then there was a strike that I had to do at the very end, where it was like me and a bunch of other people. We had to kill like this one boss. It was Allah Cool, the Dark Blade, I think. We had to kill him all with a shotgun at the very end. And so, like, all of us just like, spam shotguns at the very, very end. And then, after all that shit was done, then we had to wait a week until Arms Day for frickin' Banshee 44, and then that's when we got the chaperone. I was the only one of my friends who was able to get it because after I got it, a week later, frickin' Bungie patched the exploit that we used to get it.
So your friend couldn't get it, so you had to do it the original way?
Yeah. Well, she tried.
Rip.
She couldn't. Yeah, she tried. She couldn't do it. My other friends tried too.
Introduce me to the girl.
Yeah. What? Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Introduce me to the gamer girl.
No. She's actually really really skilled in Crucible. I'm actually surprised.
I must meet her.
Well, it depends. Okay. Let me put it to you this way: if you were to try and fuck her, she would be convicted of child rape.
Oh, those people.
Yeah, she's like 10, well, no, she's like 10 years older than you.
I don't mind.
Yeah, you may not mind, but the freaking law sure does.
What a rape her.
Even if you say that you rape... Okay, let me put this in perspective for you. Even if you actually do rape her, are you willing to pay for the frickin' child support you may owe afterwards?
Yes.
You're willing to pay for the child support that you may have to pay afterwards. Even if it means that you have to pay around $1,200 a month.
Yes. How do you know the exact amount?
you don't know the exact amount. It varies on a case-by-case basis, but it's normally between 1,000 to 1,500 a month, depending on the case. If it's multiple children, it's usually around 2,500. I know that because that's how much my father had to pay to my mother after they got divorced.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
You know what? It honestly sucked. Because, like, nothing is worse than being a 15-year-old boy and having your whole family ripped apart because your frickin' mother thought that she could do better than your father. And then she ended up marrying down. And then your father ended up marrying down too. Son of a bitch! I better not! You better not kill me! You better not fucking kill me! You son of a bitch! I swear to God! I swear to God! I swear to Allah, I swear to Krishna, I swear to Buddha, I swear to Brahma, I swear to everyone! You better not fucking kill me! There we go.
First of all, tone it down. So I know you're drunk.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was on the cusp of dying.
Breathe.
Okay, hold on.
Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth.
I was in a darkness zone. Had I died, I would have had to restart. And he was on the very, very cusp of death. And I just barely beat him. So, forgive me for acting a little excited because I did not want to die.
Excitement is not bad, but the thing leading up to it, as in, don't get away from me, get off of me, leads to more than one thing. Goes multiple directions, and when I mean multiple, I mean thousands. When I mean thousands, I mean galaxies. When I mean galaxies, I mean it's gonna be gross. Just gotta know, every time you say something new, just think about it really fast before it comes out of your brain, and then rephrase it right away.
God damn it, man, you're making me... I can't breathe. It's too funny. It's too funny. Oh, that reminds me of the original text that the original story of Sleeping Beauty was based on.
What, rape?
That's exactly what it was.
Oh, I know. It's called Grimtail. You don't know that crap?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until like a couple months ago. Frickin' the original stories that were inspiration behind Disney's classics, I had no idea. You gotta understand. I'm near 30 years old. Jesus Christ, am I that old? Man, who cares?
Yeah.
You know, the only person who cares about my age is my frickin' father. He's the one that wants me to... My father? He's... Shit, now I gotta think about that for a sec. Hang on, where's my phone? I need to do a calculation. I actually don't even know how old he is. I don't know how old my mother is either. Hang on a sec. Where's the calculator on this thing? Email... Calculator, here we are. So, if you go... So it's 10, 20, 30... My father is 50 years old right now. I am a year away from being 30. Yeah, he was young when I was born. My mother, too. He's the only one that cares if I have kids or not. I honestly don't give a damn. I actually have a freaking sex doll. Anyways.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. And this guy took the arc charge. Wait, what?
I wasn't going into specifics of what I was doing with my sex doll. Just simply said I had one. I know how much I must limit my speech around minors.
You can talk however you want with me. But when I say don't talk that way, you gotta stop. 'Cause that's when I'm switching my controllers and someone's gonna be able to, my mom and dad are gonna be able to hear you.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to play with random, so it's like, that's when you gotta like, just like, be quiet and just like switch to game chat or just mute your mic.
Got you.
Other than that,
I'm
however you want.
I'm coherent enough to understand that. Now, there's a really key thing you have to understand about being drunk. If you do it right, you are able all of your mental faculties, but your motor control is shit. That's the first thing that's affected is your motor control. Your cognitive functions remain intact, provided that you don't overindulge. Like right now, I'm not overindulging. This is just right. Like the old story of Goldilocks. Not too much, not too little. Just right. Or like in Jarhead when his staff sergeant took a shit in the porta-john. Not too hard, not too soft. Just right.
Hey, so are you looking for a clan?
I am actually. Well, cause
Join us. I have a good one.
Yeah, you should join his clan. It's like OP. It's like grinders
We're
on
level
every
4.
single day.
Level 4.
hang on. My head is spinning a little bit.
Breathe.
Home
Yeah.
upon me home, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love,
USSR nation.
with glowing hearts we see thee rise, thee true, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I'm not actually even Canadian yet. I know the Canadian national anthem by heart.
I'm Canadian, I don't know it. I'm gonna go to Game
Seriously?
Shop real quick.
It's too easy to memorize. I
Be right
mean,
back. I'm gonna go to Game Shop real quick.
okay.
Hold on.
I'm still here. What the hell am I doing? Why am I here at the spider? Oh shit, I have a mission. I didn't realize. Fuck it. Really?
Oh. Elijah.
I think he muted his mic for a sec.
No, he's in game chat.
He's not gonna hear you if you're in party chat then.
That's what you want to do.
Well, we're gonna try to kill these ogres so I can get by.
Oh, shit.
Then we're gonna do. Then we have to kill the thrall for the thing. See, there we go. Got that done.
That reminds me of what Eris Morn said to the player character, i.e. you, in the Sunless Cell dungeon. You are fighting Alaku, the Darkblade. He was pledged to the sorceress, I forget her name. He slew a legion of thrall in her name. And that brought me the question, don't we slay legions of thrall all the fucking time? That's not really like a heroic feat worthy of marriage. Wait, Elijah, did you ever play...
Lime kill yourself.
Did you ever play Destiny 1?
A little bit. 30 hours, 36 hours exactly.
Well, that's a pretty
Played Rise of Iron Man.
Okay, so you played up to Rise of Iron. Okay, so you do know about. Okay. There was one auto rifle, that was really sought after in Destiny 1. I never got my hands on the full upgraded version. It was called the Necrochasm. Do you know of it?
Maybe.
It was a Hive
Here,
auto rifle.
Lime, don't push. You don't push forward automatically. What I was
Why not?
thinking
Because
is that
I'm almost there.
I need to get the arc charge.
So what should I do? Should I go back or what?
Yeah, go back.
Hang
Huh,
on.
let me do it.
I gotta see if this is a
They're already
Firefly
almost.
perk. Oh shit!
Here, I'm coming back.
500. 497. Did the same. Go fuck itself. 500. Yay. Okay, equipment.
I'll be right back.
498. Yay. Equipment. It's like Mr. Wobbles from YouTube. If you're not a subscriber to Mr. Wobbles, I highly recommend you subscribe to Mr. Wobbles.
Mr. Waffle Waffles?
No, just Mr. Wobbles. W-O-B-B-L-E-S. Wobbles.
Whoa.
Back when Ugandan Knuckles was a prominent meme.
Oh my god, the only meme I cared about?
Yes, he was a prominent preacher of the Ugandan way.
No! John! What are you doing? It's so hard to play with a guy that doesn't have a mic on.
Is it wrong to play
Yes.
with a guy that doesn't have a mic on? Well, my
Well,
friend. Well, my
he
friend.
can't go party chat with us, so he can hear us. But is it laggy?
My friend Cray first played Destiny 1 originally, actually a year before I joined, and he didn't have a mic either. And so when he went into his first raid, which was the Vault of Glass back in D1, his party
Ooh.
told him, dance if you understand, and he had to dance every time he understood what the hell they were doing.
Where's the arc charge?
Check over here. Hey, Elijah, I think it's over here.
There's a cinematic going on right now
You see it?
with Aldrin claiming a piece of the Traveler's Shard. I honestly don't like how in this DLC it's implied that you've killed Aldrin. Cause given my moral compass, I wouldn't have killed him. It was obvious that he was a puppet of someone
He was
else.
being Eye of Ribbon, yes.
Yes, it was
So where did he
obvious
go?
he was a puppet.
Well, we're supposed to have
He didn't
the
take it, did
guys.
he?
It's impossible because he couldn't take it within that time. I don't think we smashed it from before. I don't think he smashed it. He might have. I don't think he might have.
Shit! How much whiskey do I have? Like 2 fingers left? 3 fingers left maybe? I don't know. Either way, it's good. It's good.
Come this way, Elijah.
You ever
Come
hike
this
for
way.
10 miles? Cause I have, it hurt your knees.
Come through over here to get the arc charge.
Okay, I'm going
But
to
you found one?
mute
No,
myself
I'm
again.
saying if he didn't
Because I
smash
know
it, come through over
that
here to get it.
y'all don't want to hear me
Okay.
piss.
Hold up, I'm trying to check this real quick. Where it will be located in this area. I'm trying to look for the next area. You able to get up there?
Yeah.
I'll be right there in a second.
You have to go to the side though. Take a cat.
I'll go and try to tell this guy real quick.
In plot holes within the Forsaken DLC that I honestly don't appreciate. Like if you were a big fan of the Destiny 1 Grimoire like I was. Oh shit, I'm bumping into walls. Hang on.
Yeah.
Gotta.
Elijah, do you know how to get up here?
Yeah, I know where to get it. Yeah, see. Oh, yeah, John. If we die, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Hey
fine.
Elijah, it's easy. Just part the Red Sea with your cloak. Like you did with your student Elisha.
Who happened?
said
I am a
just-
student.
Like I said, just part the Red Sea with your cloak. Like you did for your student Elisha. When he followed you to get a double portion of your spirit. Yes, I am referring
No,
to
I
the
killed him.
Bible. I was.
He's dead already.
He actually didn't die until after you were taken up into heaven by the Lord from a chariot. Yes, I am.
Oh, I know
quoting the
I know
Bible.
about the Bible thing. But I'm just gonna I killed my twin. I'm the new Elijah. I'm the actual Elijah of the Bible. I killed my twin. We're twins. I killed him.
Yeah, my
I don't love
brother.
him.
Yeah, my brother has the same name. He's actually like. You want to know what's really fucked up with my family? I'm 29 years old. My brother, same name, Elijah. He's 15. He's the
Wait.
next sibling in line.
Do you live on your own or with your parents?
Yeah, I'm a 29-year-old that lives with my parents. I live on my own, idiot.
Do you live with anyone?
Hey, be nice.
I apologize. That's the liquor talking.
You're
I know.
Gucci.
I'd be
Do you live with anyone?
Nope. I live solo mio.
Do you like it or not really?
Oh, of course I love it,
Yep,
man.
he didn't smash the arc charge. He did not smash the arc charge.
Well, think
But
about it.
I found it.
Well, think about it, fam.
Cause
I
he could,
have a
cause he could
two-bedroom
scream.
apartment to myself.
Dude,
But don't you want like a roommate or something?
Dude, I had a roommate. Her name was Jessica, and she had the largest tits I ever seen. Not only that, but she
was it
was
worth the time
nasty
when
as...
she was hanging out?
No, dude, she was nasty as hell. Frickin'
What is that
oh,
supposed to mean?
This one isn't just
no, not in a good way, dude. She had frickin' 4 cats, and when she left, oh my god, my place was infested with fleas. It was fucking abysmal. Women are some of the nastiest bitches on the fucking planet. Cheers, mate.
I like
Here,
cats.
I'm having a frickin' straight shot of whiskey since I don't have anything else to mix it with.
You mentally retarded or something?
No, fucking. You ever tried to?
I'm kidding.
You ever taken a shot of raw whiskey? Dude, it hurts. Especially if it's cinnamon whiskey. My god, that shit is like swallowing lava.
Well, I have a question.
Sorry, Lime. They've been left. What happened? What's the question?
Cat.
Yes.
You know, you're still live, right?
Of course I'm still alive.
You know all this is going on YouTube, right?
Of course I know this is all going on YouTube. In
You don't
fact,
care?
I do not. You know why? Because when you
Why?
drink alcohol, your inhibitions are lowered. Am I going to regret it in the morning when I'm sober? Probably. I usually do. But right now, I don't give a shit.
How often do you drink? Not that much or sometimes?
I drink usually once a week. Like in the most recent weeks to come, it's going to have to come to a close. Because in about like a week and a half's time, I'm gonna have to go to Indianapolis to actually train with the company I'm enlisted with to become a truck driver. And then after that, my drinking's going to be limited to when I'm off duty.
Everything's
When I'm
working
back home.
except the two most important
So you're not
parts.
gonna play D2 that much, huh?
Nah, not after I get enlisted with my truck driving career. When I get enlisted, I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks. 3 weeks straight is going to be spent on training. Afterwards, then I get my truck, and then after that, I'm probably going to go on vacation to the Caribbean with my folks. And then I'm going to be working. And then on my days off, I'll probably come back drinking. Like, I just wanted to be clear. And this is for my subscribers that are going to watch this later. The only reason why I am drinking is because weed is not legal in my state. I don't live in Colorado, I don't live in Vermont, I don't live in California. I live in the fucking Midwest. What the hell did I just pick up?
No! Oh my god, swinging the dumb relic around is so annoying because you got the really retarded...
You know, it's like that one episode of The Simpsons that came out a few years ago where Mr. Burns went to, I think it was MIT, and they tried to get him for his money, but then he said, "This school was the head of the greatest Dean W.D. Barnes, and his successor is that fellow?" And that guy said, "Fellow is cisgender normative. You're worse than Hitler." Too late for flattery.
Come on, you're following us, right?
Yeah.
I am not. I am alone, fighting the scorn. But I'm good. Don't worry about me, fam.
I tethered them Elijah. So they should be
Thank
falling
you, man.
back.
We need,
Yeah,
we need John. Yes, he does. John, I need John, please.
I have another tether, so we're good. Just whenever you're ready.
I'm just saying. Bungie made the enemies a lot more stupid. One thing that D1 vets like myself complained about in D2 was that the enemies are too easy. And they're still too easy, actually. The enemies in D1 were a lot more dynamic. A lot more difficult.
Now, if I die, Lime, You're gonna pick it up behind me, and if you take it, just follow him and try to protect him and make sure he doesn't die.
Yes.
3,
Go.
2, 1.
Someone protect me as I'm carrying around this giant lug nut, whatever the hell this is. As I try to bring
relic.
it. I think it is. I don't even know. It just says I'm encumbered. What the fuck is this? Skyrim? Damn. Oh no. I remember this shit. This is where we... Yeah! You motherfuckers are all dead! I got the fucking tank, motherfucker!
Oh, water.
Oh, fucked! I remember this shit. Last time
I did it!
I got drunk.
Equip section.
I don't remember what the hell I did. I remember that I fought like I think it was 3 bosses in Dark Souls 2. Was the last time I got drunk, and that was like a couple weeks ago maybe? Or last week? Was it last week? I don't fucking remember. Fuck. Anyway, let me commemorate this newfound... I didn't even put the lid back on my bottle. Oh well. Let me commemorate this with one final shot.
And then put the whiskey away.
It's the last shot of the battle. And I'm just glad I made sure that I ate enough a couple hours prior before I started drinking. Even though it's damn near midnight right now, my time. That I didn't fuck myself over when I drink. Oh, dude, I have not been working for the past 2 months. For my last job, I cashed out my 401k, and I used that shit to go to trucking school. Right now, I can't go to...
And that's what you're gonna do.
Yes. Right now, I can't go to training until after I get this one sleep study done. And so right now,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. But
Good.
Gangster, or not Gangster, John is a G. He's just staying with us, and he's not even getting the Wish Ender after this. He's literally just helping us out through the entire process of getting our Wish Ender. He doesn't even have the totems. Like, what a nice guy.
I'm gonna add them.
Yeah. Go on, Gangster, sorry.
Okay, like I was saying.
Sorry, Barney.
But my, August 25th was when I quit my last job, and soon after that, I cashed out my 401k. My retirement to live off of, well, the company Schneider, those guys in the orange trucks you see on the highway, they're the ones who paid for my schooling. I'm gonna tell you right now, fucking trucking school is hard as dicks. Like, let me explain. In my class, there were 11 of us. Take a guess of how many passed.
2.
4.
1.
Out of 11, 4 of us passed. Trucking school consists of 6 different tests. 3 that are written, and 3 that are field work. And my God, am I lucky that I made it through. I studied so damn hard. I worked so damn hard in order to make sure I got my license.
No.
It's difficult as shit. There's nothing easy about it. It is
But
blood,
really, tell me one
sweat,
thing.
and tears.
What did you learn about it? What did you learn from it? Did you learn anything special from it?
Oh yeah, I did actually. I learned exactly how the entire trucking industry operates. I learned exactly all the different safety requirements in the field. I learned everything I need to become a safe driver for the next 30 to 40 years of my career. I also learned that within 5 years from now, in the year 2023, my ass is going to be making about 6 figures. That's what I learned.
You will need to kill wizards to
And here's the reason why. The amount of truckers is decreasing, and has been decreasing for the past 30 years. It's projected to decrease even further over the next 30 years as labor goes down wages go up. And as wages go up, my style of living improves. My ass is going to be traveling all across the great 48 states. And then I'm going to be earning a living that most of those frickin' Hispanic frickin' ignorants can only dream of. Kill this guy to charge your final token.
Like, wait, what's your YouTube channel?
It's Big the Gangster Cat, not Gangsta Cat.
Sorry, lower volume so I could hear that audio. How to do it?
On what? Truck driving?
No, this dumb game. Dumb wish ender. Better be worth it, swear to God.
Oh my God, I had to blow open the door. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna tell you, truck driving is not easy. And it's funny as hell, because we actually had 3 trucks with to train with. I killed all 3 of them.
Wait, what?
I killed all 3 of them. I made the engine stall on all 3 trucks we
you play D2
had.
every day?
No, I do not.
Me?
Do you get online every day?
I do, yeah. But I don't play D2
What
every
games
day.
do you play?
Whatever the hell I feel like. Like, right now I feel like D2.
Play the meme. I bet you Lime was just thinking of in the mind like, I think we're gonna be great friends. Of that little kid.
You know what? That reminds me of Caboose from the old series Red vs. Blue.
Bro! Memories!
What, you're a fan of RVB?
Hell yeah!
Dude, I became a fan of theirs back in 2006 when they were only 3 years old.
Gum and I need some peanut butter.
It was, what the hell was it? Oh yeah, it was when Caboose had the sniper rifle and he was disguised in black just as Tucker was. And Tucker said, "What are you doing?" And Caboose said, "One of the red officers has Tex. I'm going to kill him and free Tex. Church will forgive me for killing him and we will be friends." You can't believe that. Oh, we're gonna be best friends. Turned out Church possessed the red officer when he killed him. Church is like, "What the hell? Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" Tucker did it.
Oh shit.
Please, I'm gonna go to do something real quick. I'm gonna tell the other guy what to do.
Awesome. Oh my God, I reached max level at last. Now, if only I could reach max power level. I still don't like it's called power level. Where's the D1 respect? Where's the respect for the power level, fam? I don't know. They just don't care.
Nowhere.
They just don't care. I mean, it's for this whole reason that the rumors have speculated that Bungie's going to sell the franchise to Activision, and then the Activision's going to give it to Raven Software, one of their subsidiaries. Oh, that's right, I already drank that.
That's gonna be bad, huh?
Actually, that could be potentially be the saving grace for Destiny 2. Bungie's been treating it as if frickin' Destiny 2 is an Asian franchise for the past 2 years. Over in China, their games, their MMOs specifically, are all pay to win. And so Bungie's been trying to replicate that, but then they realized, oh shit, we can't do that over here in the West. Which is why they partnered with that one Chinese developer back in June in order to develop that new game they're developing specifically for the Asian market. I don't blame them for doing that because after all, the majority of humanity is over on the other side of the world. So it makes sense to take advantage of that untapped market. But at the same time, they seem to like not want to ever like, son of a bitch, they seem to not want it to ever like reintroduce themselves into the Western market again. And honestly, if all their practices are going to be is shitty monetization with predatory microtransactions, then I don't give a shit. Their ass can stay over in China as far as I'm concerned. Like, one of the games I'm looking forward to in the most coming days, or not days, years is Cyberpunk 2077. made by CD Projekt Red.
Okay, guess we're going. Lime, we're gonna wipe ads first, go for the back one, then left, then front and right on us, and then to the right.
Don't clear
That
all
part
ads first?
Yes, like I said, yes. Kill all ads.
Oh shit, I need to destroy the fuel caches. I think
Don't kill him.
Oh no.
Okay, I see what the fuel caches are. They're the giant red containers. They're like anyone with 2 brain cells together understands that. So, what? Why are you having all these goddamn...
Now, once we get 4 stack after killing the wizards, once we get 4 stack, we're gonna have to kill an invisible minotaur left or right outside of the map, of Zed the map, and then we're gonna have to kill a little baby normal ogre with elite. It's gonna spawn in. We're gonna kill him, and that's what makes our totem enlightened. And then after that, we have to kill the real ogre. His shield's gonna be up by then, so we're gonna have to redo it again.
You know what? That
So,
reminds me
like
of
what,
the
another
great...
2 hours?
Fuck.
Hmm?
How long will that take?
Not long at all, actually. We just gotta place. If we could get it this run if we play really strategically. John is like a god player and he knows what he's doing.
What level is he?
580, 570, somewhere around there.
Jesus
H.
Christ. You know,
Yeah.
for some reason that reminds me of the great mighty Pooh from Conquer. Like the old
Poob?
N60.
I'm a Poob.
No, Pooh. P-O-O.
Poob?
Just P-O-O.
Poob?
Pooh.
P-O-O-B?
Winnie the Pooh.
No, just P-O-O
Winnie the
from,
Pooh.
no, not Winnie the Pooh. Don't hate on Winnie the Pooh. That's my childhood right there. Especially Gopher
Mind
and
you,
that...
but I ruined him.
What?
Okay, come here, from Wario.
We have all ads. Take them out, so let's go. You ready?
There we go. Blow open the gate. No. I'm talking about the great mighty Pooh from Conquer. From
What?
Conquer. Oh shit! Jesus Christ! That tank blew up, and I was almost inside of it. Oh my god! No, I'm talking about the great mighty Pooh. It was a giant pile of shit with corn for teeth, and it was from the old Nintendo 64 game Conquer. And it actually sang in an operatic tune. It was hilarious.
What?
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry, I'm being annoyed by this game.
It was, it sang in an operatic tune. It actually sang, I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish come from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat?
Really? How is this game that... If he's high power level and he's getting killed with super active, the game is just done.
It took
Okay,
you
shit,
now to figure that out?
You guys literally have to protect me because I'm the only one with the... I will get 4 stacks right now.
No, I have marching. I have the Mark 2.
Exactly, fam. You know what
You have times 2?
No, I have it just times 1. Now I have times 2.
Okay, I gotta stay alive. If I die, then we're screwed. We have to restart it. I don't wanna...
You gotta start playing the song. If you're staying alive, you gotta play the song.
I have it times 3.
Find him. You can only dunk with 4.
Anyone see where we're... Hang on, I found it. Never mind.
No.
I was gonna ask if...
Rest me, hurry.
if...
Look for the invisible minotaur. Look for the invisible minotaur when you rest me.
I don't know where it is. What the
No!
Hang on. I gotta set the mood. There we go.
I really hate you right now.
Just relax and enjoy it.
I can't.
You have to restart all of it?
No, well, only this part.
This is hard, I'm not gonna lie.
I got the disguised dodge, so I could go in his. Goblins spawn here this time.
Bro, that ogre needs to leave me alone, bro.
Yeah, Mr. Ogre today's a little gay.
Just embrace the spirit of the 70s, fam.
Not from the 70s.
Staying alive.
Why is this game so broken? Try to embrace the 70s when this game is completely and utterly broken. No! Don't kill Wizard, don't kill Wizard, don't kill him, don't kill him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm at my objective.
You dead.
So I'm going
We got it,
to
okay, we got it.
staying
killed Wizard.
alive.
No, you're not killing
was-
him.
I was staying alive. And I did it,
Oh, we
bitches.
gotta kill him. Kill the Wizard, hurry.
I got it.
You gotta hurry before her shield regenerates. You know, that's the whole reason why Omnigul from Destiny 1 was pissed off. Is because she was waiting for the longest time for Crota to fuck her. But Crota was dead after we killed him. And so she was never gonna get that royal hive cock. And that's why she was pissed off. That's why she quit and stopped screaming.
You gotta stay alive. You gotta stay alive, my dude.
I am alive, damn it. I'm still alive. It's like Skillet's song, Awake and Alive. It's actually one of my favorite songs. I'm awake, I'm alive.
You gotta stay alive, Lime. You gotta kill that wizard in time.
I'm
Where
not,
is he?
I ain't got no wizard to kill, unfortunately. You're with your
Oh, his shield's a little lower now.
professional pals. Better than a forsaken noob like myself who is busy fighting the machinist.
Gosh.
Hey, to quote Cryptosporidium 137, don't get mad, get sadistic.
Bro, this is so gay. Bro.
I got this bastard. This bastard ain't nothing before me. See, it doesn't matter how much I've been drinking. Because I still, like I said before, if you drink enough to retain your cognitive functions, you win. The goal is to fuck up your motor skills. That includes your speech, your actual movement control. It doesn't mean fucking up your cognition. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm coming across as like delirious and somewhat retarded, but I assure you, my mental faculties are 100% intact. I am aware that my health is low. I am aware that my health is regenerating. I'm aware that frickin' the Scorn are nothing but a ripoff of the goddamn splicers from Rise of Iron. They just
But
have
you
a
won't
different...
remember any of this at all.
I may not, or I may. It depends on my brain. Like, for example, I'll give you an example.
Brain level is lowering any second now.
No. I'll give you an example. Like I said, my mental faculties are intact, but I may not encode what we've been talking about. Like, I can't remember what we said an hour ago, but I do remember that I sent friend requests to people and accepted friend requests from Poop Your Soul. I remember that, but I don't remember what the hell was said. It's specific events like that I can recall. But it's like my ex. She was hilarious because she could never remember what the hell I was saying to her when she was on the rag. But every time she was on the rag, I was able to influence her dreams. And that shit was fucking funny as shit. Like, like, do you guys know about? Well, it's not popular anymore, but the once popular minigame Five Nights at Freddy's.
But
Yeah.
not, yes. They still make them, sadly.
Okay, so I had my ex and me. We watched Markiplier's playthrough just because he had the funniest playthrough out of every freaking YouTuber we saw. Every time his ass got scared, it was like he got stabbed. He got scared and he'd be like, ah, ah, like he got freaking stabbed. Like what the fuck is
Kill,
this
kill, kill,
guy?
kill, kill, kill.
It's every time I told my ex when she was on the rag to dream something, she would dream it, and so I decided to play the biggest prank.
Say it. Just try to stay alive.
Staying alive, staying alive. And
I
so,
can shoot with 2 wizards. Shield off instantly. Well,
what was I
okay, that's.
saying? Oh yeah, and so when I told her when she was on the
Stay hidden
rag,
from the ogre. Make sure you look around while you're doing it. Sorry, go on.
yeah, and she didn't remember anything I had told her. Like one time I told her that she would have dreamed that she was on a conveyor belt and she would be fucked by a different bee every time. But at the very end, after being fucked 50 times, she would have been fucked by Sebastian from the anime series Black Butler. And she said, I swear I'm gonna remember that. But the next day, after I told her that, she said, babe, I had the weirdest dream. I had a dream I was on a conveyor belt, and I was being fucked by like 50 of you, and then I was being fucked by Sebastian from Black Butler. I tried the hardest not to laugh, because I fucking implanted that shit in her head. And then I did the same thing with Five Nights at Freddy's. I told her, you're gonna dream, you're gonna be the freaking, security guard at
Play it
Five
safe,
Nights at
play it
Freddy's.
safe.
And she persisted. She insisted that she was not going to dream that. But in the end, she ended up dreaming that. And the very next day, she said to me,
Found him.
I got him.
hey
Punching
babe,
me. I'll shoot him
I'm
out.
sorry, I didn't
I found the
sleep
guy,
well
found the guy,
last
found the guy.
night. Oh, I got
Found
a
the guy,
legendary
found the guy.
cloak.
Hurry.
I'm coming. Oh shit, hold up. I'm getting raped.
No. He's gone.
Get
It
to
was-
restart it now?
Ooh, nice.
No, it's just really annoying to No, why is he killing him?
This cloak looks
Mine,
awesome.
don't kill him. Yeah, just restart.
Who the hell thought that freaking making a sniper rifle primary was a good idea? Freaking Tally, probably. This was a good
Wait,
idea.
expert. Are you the one that helped us out earlier? No, I know you don't have. That's it too. Sorry. Keep on
That
running.
was, Cesar.
I gotta return to Petra. Hang on, I gotta drink water. So as I don't get hungover tomorrow when I fall asleep. And I wake up about 12 hours from now. At noon, most likely. Who knows, maybe longer. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that the last vestiges of my alcohol. Hang on a sec.
It's really not fun being lower recommended power level.
Oh,
Really
trust
isn't.
me, I'm fully aware of that. Your ass is constantly getting handed to you like you're an anime bitch that's 33 with a couple kids. I fully am aware of that.
What's your power level and what recommended power are you doing?
I am like 2... Fuck. God damn it, my trash fell
Are
on the
they red
floor.
skull or red sword?
Hang on. I'm like two power levels away from 500, I think. Hang on. I need a bottle of my... No, I need 2
Yeah,
bottles.
my guys are red skull, so like I'm really struggling. This is really annoying.
You know, that reminds me of that one fallen nightclub I came across like a few hours ago. I was at a lost sector at the Tangled Shore, and it was like a fucking nightclub. They were playing freaking weird ass music and shit.
That's that's one of them.
Yeah, what the hell level you gotta be in order to fight those bastards? Cause that was just weird as shit.
About 500 or 480.
Oh, I could take those bastards on now then. Where the fuck was it again? It was, there it is. Oh, I'm right next to it. Those bastards are going down. I'm gonna take their fucking music.
Don't kill.
I'm gonna introduce them to the best
No.
shit
I
ever.
like the cowboy.
Hang on. And you know what? You know what? Since I have all of y'all attentive and at play, I'm gonna introduce you to the best music ever. Now, I say the best music ever because it invokes so much nostalgia from my childhood. I...
No. Not really anymore.
No, no.
That's what it's actually called. I thought it was a lie.
Now, viewer discretion advised. Or listener discretion advised, I should say. If you think that the music I'm about to play is complete shit, then by all means, go to the party chat and select me, which is Big the Gangster Cat, and then click me and hit mute microphone in the party chat if you think it's completely unbearable. If not, and if you're not a pussy, then sit back and enjoy the magic.
What?
Hey, with that Minotaur, the him. I'll tether him, alright? So he doesn't escape. I'm a super.
Once his shield goes up,
I thought I
he
found an
disappears.
exotic. I was like,
Next.
alright, where's he gonna be? In the back or what?
Looking wizard spawns.
Tell me where he'll be.
Let's go to
Oh,
wizard
wait, kill this
spawns.
guy.
Found him. He's on top. He's up far top area.
Come.
Help me, help me.
I got you, I got you.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks, man. Here, you get it, you get it.
I can't. I physically can't. Pick it up and run. Try to find.
Where
It's
I
on the
run?
right side. I think it's on the right other side.
Where do I put it?
It's on the right side. It's one that's not holding something.
Oh shit, hold on. Oh my gosh.
We need someone that's not a. We can't have a warlock. The guy's not helping out. Like he's not. We can't talk to him. It's so annoying.
Why don't you just invite him to the party?
He can't hear us. He said it lags even more.
I don't know what we're gonna do. This is hard, man. It's a Minotaur, bro.
My friend Andy's
Wait,
mountain could join. Well,
How many Minotaurs do we have to kill?
there's one of those guys and that's what turn the ball. Oh god. Well, this is just a run where to find out the statue is.
Alright, I'll look for a statue. Oh, they're right here, Elijah. They're all right here.
Yeah, but there's one that's not holding the ball and that's where we gotta deposit. It's definitely on your side.
I'm
It's
gonna look
online.
for it,
It's on the other side.
Hold on, I'll go look on the other side real quick. Oh, I found it.
Okay,
I'll
remember
just die
that
real
spot.
Yeah, it's on the left side. Left side for right when you enter. It's over here. I'll show you. Come here.
Hold up. Is that FNAF music?
What are you doing?
See, my friend Andy's was gonna help us out. He's power 600. He's like a god at this game, and I need him.
What about him though? Are you gonna tell him to leave or what?
Not if my friend joins. No, not you, the other guy in our game.
That was Live and Learn by Crush 40. It's classic. Well, I honestly don't know what constitutes classic. That song originally came out back in 2000 for the game Sonic Adventure 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. I actually never played that game. I'm really ashamed of myself because I'm a huge Sonic fan, but I never played that game.
Huh?
Here's a question.
Hey,
What?
let's try it real quick, Elijah.
I don't know.
Alright, I'll show you where it is. Come here. It's over here.
No, I know where it is. I'll just like go along the area.
It's right there.
I have a very simple question to ask.
What?
Yeah.
What power level are you needing someone to help you at? Is the question in question.
Like 600.
Max
A good
level?
600 probably in.
Lol.
Or 590. A good player that's 590 or above. Because like right now, like we really need the person that can take the hits for us mainly.
I'm curious. What the hell are you doing?
Being
Witch
Witchender.
I do not even know what that is.
It's an exotic bow.
Oh, yeah, I saw the trailer for that back in, like, what was it, August, I think? Yeah, it was August. I can honestly say that I do miss
What the
D1 Night Stalker.
For that ogre. I hate it.
I really need my friend to join.
Tell them to get their ass on. Tell them that
He's on, but he's not responding.
Tell them that there's a drunken idiot.
And you need a high power level.
Tell them that there's a drunken idiot that will entertain them as your asses are getting killed over and over. God damn it, I'm one level from being 500. Cut me a break, fate, damn. Are you kidding me? Your asses gave me 2 fucking sidearms? What? The hell kind of dynamic is that? That ain't no dynamic. Jesus.
What?
Freaking 2 fucking sidearms? They're my highest weapons. A hockey sidearm and what the hell brand is this? Vest, I think? Vest? I can't read the... Yeah, it's vest. However the hell you pronounce... I don't know how you pronounce that. All I know is that Destiny is a ripoff of Borderlands. Okay, that's all I know. Because it's got the same multifaceted brands of guns. Spoiler alert. Torque guns in Borderlands do the most damage, but they're the slowest of firing.
I found a 599 Void Walker.
Can I be a 599 Void Walker one day?
Yes, man. Yes, you will.
I just gotta believe. Like Parappa the Rapper.
He's host.
You just gotta believe.
No, tell him to make you host if he leaves. Cause that would suck if he left.
Hang on. What the hell am I doing? I'm almost done with the... What is this? No, that can't be right. There we go. I'm almost done with the Forsaken campaign. Just about.
Yeah, this. Man.
Did you know that Cree Summer actually did one of the voices in this game? I was surprised. And did you know that Grey Griffin also did one of the voices in this game? Specifically, she did the voice of my female Awoken. She was the same chick that did the voice of Catwoman from the Arkham series of Batman games.
After the war, everyone in the reef mourned our queen and our prince.
I feel bad, man.
I didn't believe
Why?
they had died.
That's what happens when you drink so much, man. You gotta know your limits.
Calm down, don't.
He told me he
Why do you feel bad?
vengeance will be ours.
I'm about to kick him, and he's like really, he like helped us out like through the entire way.
You kicked him?
We're gonna, because like we found a better guy.
Let me quote for you from Kratos, from the new God of War. Close your heart to it. Damn it all. I need water. Because when you're in the height of the stupor of drunkenness as I am, when you retain your mental faculties, well, yes, exactly. You catch on quick.
Elijah.
Because
Did you kick him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry
Bruh, are
to
you
hear
serious?
that. I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
found another
fam.
guy on the fire team though.
What if he cries?
Well, so what if he cries? This is his own damn fault for not being adequate enough. Damn,
It's
grow
a
a
game.
pair
You
of
can't be so
balls.
sensitive.
It's sensitive, fuck that. If a freaking kid is crying because, oh my god, I helped them so much yet they kicked me, yet they need to grow a fucking pair of balls. Or if they're a chick,
someone
that their cooch needs to grow armor or something. Something along those lines. Because that's the thing. In this life, you cannot be coddled for all your days. You will face hardship, and it may come in the form of your own loved one being taken from you, whether by prison or by murder. And you gotta be prepared to face that. And if you can't take a shit if you're being freaking kicked from a video game, then your ass is fucking lost. And to the guy who was saying that I was talking so much because I was drinking, you're absolutely right. I seldom talk when I am sober. When I'm sober, I'm very, very reserved. Because I don't like to reveal much about myself. But I just drank a half bottle of, it was 750 milliliters of Jim Beam Apple mixed with Diet Pepsi. So I'm feeling all, what's the word I'm looking for? All, shit, I can't think of the word right now. All, what's the synonym for open? Expressive, there we go. And so, like, not sure if you heard from before, but I have had sex with all sexes. Not just women. Well, technically, kinda, sort of, with this one guy. It wasn't exactly full-blown me sticking it in his ass. It was me sticking it in his mouth. Still, though, I'd be lying if I said that it didn't feel good. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't frickin' unload myself inside of his throat. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't feel the shadow effect of it for 4 hours afterwards. Because I did. When I have the... No, I'm not saying I'm gay. I'm saying that when I was... How old am I now? 6 years ago, I questioned my own sexuality. Because I had developed like what I perceived were romantic feelings for a male
How
colleague.
goes the hunt?
But
The tale
that
of
was a
shame
lie.
and terror.
After I
We
had
will have our
experimented,
I'll make
I
sure.
realized, nah. Despite the fact that it felt good, despite the fact that he made me blow my load inside of his throat, it did not feel right, if you know what I mean. It felt wrong. Very, very wrong. That's when I knew, even after that, yeah, nothing can replace a woman's mouth, a woman's ass, or a woman's cooch. Absolutely nothing. That's when I realized, hey Travis, I thank you for the opportunity, but after this I've realized that I'm straight. I'm sorry, fam. He said, don't worry. Yes, he was the gay one. He told me that he found out he was gay, like, shit, when I was like 11 years old. That's when he found out he was gay, because he was 10 years my senior. Still is 10 years my senior, actually. But, shit, I didn't speak to him after that one time. But, yeah, he was 10 years my senior. And he discovered that he was gay after he sucked his best friend's cock. And actually enjoyed it. That's when he found out he was gay. I questioned my sexuality and I had him suck my cock. I'd be lying if I said that he did a bad job, because he did not do a bad job. He did a very great job, actually. And the thing that sucks is that I've yet to meet a woman to replicate that shit. Honestly, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, anyway. I discovered that I am indeed a straight man. And I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever. Any bitch or any bastard who tries to make me feel ashamed otherwise is going to get my fist into their fucking jaw. And then they're going to be crying in agony as they pick up the shattered remains of their teeth off the ground. What, let a guy suck my dick? Look, if you're questioning your sexuality, like, am I actually gay? Am I supposed to be gay? I don't know. These were questions that I had no answers to. And the only way I was going to get answers to them is if I...
Not you.
I know, it just...
Yeah. If I actually... The only way I was going to get answers is if I actually experienced it myself. And I did. And after experiencing it myself, I got the answers I was looking for. The final confirmation that no, I am not gay. No, I am not bi either. Yes, I am a straight man. I love women, and I never will stop loving women. I do. Now here's the funny thing. Here's the absolute funny thing. Her name is Layla. The name is Arabic. But she's Asian. That's the funny thing. How the hell you get...
Let me calculate that real quick. Doesn't add up.
Of course it doesn't add up. That's the fucking irony of it. It's like how you meet like some sort of Asian bitch and her name is Lisa, but she's Japanese, or Laotian, or Vietnamese, or Thai, or something along those lines. You know, it's funny. My mother's best friend's name is Thai too, but she's black, and it's spelled T-Y. Like T-A-I, Thai, or T-H-A-I, Thai, or T-Y, Thai. I did not realize that Thai was a unisex name. I honestly thought that it was a name for exclusively women. I was wrong.
But I bet I can jump out pretty far and make it back in.
Don't worry, my astronaut cat will lead the way.
I love that gamer pick.
What, the astronaut cat?
Yeah. Oh, I used my jump.
I forget what the hell I was doing. I gotta go to... Oh fuck, I'm in the wrong spot. I know I'm definitely not gonna remember this shit. There's no way I can remember this. Fuck. I'm going to...
Hey, Elijah, is there anyone coming or no?
Well, here's the
Yeah, I thought
thing,
this guy says,
fam.
give me a second. I soloed it. I'm like, okay, please hurry.
Well, here's the thing, fam. If I am drinking, my cognitive skills, because I've ended up, like, my grandfather was a vet from the Korean War when he fought with the United Kingdom, but his PTSD caught up with him and he ended up succumbing to the effects of the bottle and ended up dying of pancreatitis 4 months before I was even born. My ass has learned the effects of the bottle, has mastered the effects of the bottle, and whilst I may forget what the hell I've done, I shan't succumb to the wiles of the bottle. The bottle is my bitch. It doesn't matter what it is. Jim Beam Apple, Captain Morgan, Jack Daniels, or hell, even wine for that matter. The thing I won't drink right now is that blend of UV blue and lemonade. Just the thought of it makes me queasy just because I felt really bad when I...
What about Patron?
I've actually never had that.
Really?
Yeah, never once.
I would think you of all people.
I'm not a huge drinker. I try to limit my drinking to once a week. But I may even drink tomorrow, just because I'm currently in between jobs. I'm waiting for my goddamn doctor to call back with me so I can do a goddamn sleep study, so I can frickin' submit those results to my goddamn prospective employer so I can go to goddamn training and fucking do that shit for 3 weeks and then finally become a fucking truck driver. It's ridiculous. Frickin' there's... Yes, exactly. Because I've already completed the actual training for it. I'm just waiting for my employer to get back to me after I do my sleep study, so then...
All the same.
Dude, you have no idea how hard that shit is. Dude, like... No, it is far from boring. Dude, it is fucking amazing is what it is. The fun... Not just the outside of different states, it's also the people. The different people that you meet throughout the entire world. Not world, fucking state. But that's the whole reason why I actually decided to become a truck driver in the first place. Is because, think about it. What's the one thing that the other foreign nations want more than anything else? Yeah, the big ones. The giant semis that you see on the road. Those are the ones I was trained in. Like, think about it. What's the thing that other nations... Yes, I do. Yes, I did. Like, I have my license now. It actually came... My full-blown license actually came in the mail a couple days ago. But yeah, you actually do. And they're manual transmissions, too. Not automatics. Like, I know, like, a good chunk of carriers actually... What, of driving? Nah, it's one of those things that you actually have to grow into. Like, at first, yeah, you will get... Well, here's the thing, though. There's actually, like, a set schedule that you actually have to do when you're driving a truck. You actually have to, like, pull over and inspect your load. Like, well, not just that, but you also have to pull over and inspect your load every 150 miles or 3 hours, whichever comes first. Not only that, but you're also limited. I mean... They're called weight stations. You pull over those if you don't have a weight ticket or a bill of lading. But if you do have that, then what you could do is you could pull over to a rest area and perform what's called a mid-trip inspection, and they train you on that shit. You inspect every single bit of the truck and every bit of the trailer. Make sure that the lines are secure. Make sure there's not cut, leaking, spliced, damaged, burnt, taped, or frayed. You got to make sure that everything is in complete working order. You got to make sure that all your equipment is up to the snuff safety standards of the DOT. You got to make sure. See, that always depends on the carrier and specifically what kind of truck driver you're going to be. There's 4 different kinds. There's over the road OTR, which are the ones that stay out for weeks on end, especially if you're with a company like CRST that stay out for like a month at a time. But then there's also other companies like Rail, where you can actually be out for 7 days, be home for 7 days, or be out
Is that
14
what you're gonna
days.
do or what?
No, what I'm doing is I've enlisted with a company called Schneider. They've paid for my schooling to allow me to get my license. So in return,
good.
I work for them for a year. I get that ground experience that I need, and afterwards, then I wish to either go with either Rail for the whole work for 7, home for 7, or I wish to work for Walmart because they have their own fleet, and they are literally the second highest paying fleet in the United States. Now, yeah, the Walmart trucks, they are the second highest paying. Yeah, they are the highest paying fleet in the United States. And the whole thing with them is, again, they have a similar structure to that of Rail with out for 7, home for 7. But my main thing is I want to first break down, because there's like 4 different kinds of trucks that you can be. You can be a over-the-road trucker, which is out for weeks at a time. You can be a regional trucker, which is out for 7, home for 2 usually, or more, depending on if they need you or not. And then there's dedicated, which means you have a fixed route. Like if you, like for example, you'd be driving from Chicago to St. Louis, from St. Louis to Paducah, from Paducah back to Chicago, and that would be your specific route every single day. That would never change. That would be specifically your route. Yeah. Yeah, my ass is actually going to try for that, just because I'd be seeing familiar people all the time and all that shit. I developed like a whole like repertoire and friendship with those people that I'd be dropping off loads with. And then lastly is local, which means, yes, yeah, exact same place, meeting the exact same people. So
Holy
that
crap, we
way,
finally joined.
yeah, they joined. So yeah, my ass is going to try to do a dedicated route first, and then if I want something different, then I can be like, hey, Schneider, I'm sick of this dedicated route. Put me on regional, and they'll put me on regional, which is within an 800-mile radius of the terminal. Which for me, the terminal I'll be operating out of would be Edwardsville, Illinois. Welcome, McNugget. Welcome to the party.
If your
Stay.
friend gets a little annoying because he's all drunk, just meet him. It's okay. He won't get offended.
I will not, just because my inhibitions have been lowered thanks to my good friend Jim.
All you need to do
Knapp.
is get the last totem, which is basically spawn the guy. So the first wave, me and my friend are probably be focused on the Minotaur, then returning the relic to the wall. So we can spawn mini ogre to kill that, then our totem's done, and then we can focus big ogre, and then on.
Oh, do you have any more questions about truck driving? Like what the training consists of? Longest break you can get for every single day, you are mandatorily have to take a 30-minute
But don't kill him yet, we're
break.
gonna kill
Like, by law,
ads
you
first.
have to take a 30-minute break every single time within a span of 8 hours. Because here's how it works. A truck driver has a mandatory, a mandatory day of up to 14 hours of work. Now, 11 of those hours can be spent on driving. The other 3 can be spent on other things that are not driving, like filling out timesheets, filling out different forms of paperwork with the customer or whatever. That is considered off-duty, not driving work. Now, 11 of that, of the 14, can be spent on specifically driving. Now, you can only drive for a maximum of 8 hours at a time before you're required to take a 30-minute break. That's not saying that's not the only break you can take. You can take other breaks as you see fit, but that's going to come from your check, because the majority of truck drivers or trucking carriers still pay by the mile. There's a few exceptions like rail that don't pay by the mile, but rather pay a fixed salary. They pay a fixed salary, then it doesn't matter what the hell you're driving. Like say for example, if you're driving with rail,
It spawns it spawns anywhere random of the 4 people spawns, or 4 wizard spawns, once we bank 4 times.
what was I saying? Oh yeah, so
Are we all done?
For example, if you're driving with rail, they are salary based. So
Kill your wizard.
So for example, if you are stuck in
You kill
New
your
York
wizard right
traffic
now.
during rush hour, you're still going to get paid the same wage if you're stuck in rush hour, even if you're not moving, because that's no fault of your own, because they do specifically salaried wages, while other trucking companies, like the company I'm going to be working for, still pay by the mile. But the benefit about being paid by the mile with my company, Schneider, is that as I stay with them, my wage continuously increases to no end. So by the time within 5 years after working for them, if I stay with them, I will literally be making 6 figures. That's the benefit of working for them with the pay by the mile perspective. Now, if you have like a family of your own that you wish to be a part of, that like you wish to like stay with them, whatever. Now, majority of companies will actually work with you. They're like, okay, we need a worker, like someone to work, like for example, 5 days out of the week, and we can get you home for Saturday and Sunday. Is that something that you would like? Motherfucker, I died. And they would actually work with you on that. Reason being is because truck drivers are in super high demand right now. Like the amount of truck drivers from like the past 30 years has like decreased by like 60%. And so
Go to every single other wizard spawn.
And so they need truck drivers.
I think that look for Minotaur now. Look for Minotaur and every other wizard spawn.
Back here.
Benefit of it.
Go to Lime. Go to Lime.
That all really depends on where the trucks themselves are originally from.
No.
Like, the majority of trucks I see at local truck stops, and I actually had to practice backing into truck stops when I was in my trucking school, but the majority of trucks that I have seen are not even from my state of Illinois. Majority of them are actually from other... Motherfucker, I died again! Or from, like, other states.
You gotta get it first, or it's just a
New York, or California, or Mississippi, or Florida.
I hate the ogre, how it keeps, like, walking onto you.
And it is annoying.
No. Once you understand, because there's 4 different styles of backing that they want you to they want you to know. They want you to know straight back, which is where you just drive the truck backwards. They want you to know offset left, which is where, say for example, you park your truck and trailer into one area at a dock, but then the customer says we don't need it there, we need it on the dock to the left. And then there's like a step-by-step actual like procedure in order to actually get it that way. It's right, left, straight, left, right, and then go ahead. Some of them do, yes. Those are called team drivers. Now, team drivers, like for example, a few of my classmates were actually women in their late 40s, early 50s, and their whole goal was to get their driver's license so they could actually team drive with their husbands, and that is actually very beneficial. For example, if you have like a wife or girlfriend that wants to go with you, then like your asses are making a lot more money because the truck does not stop moving, and 2, because it's going towards the same household. So you're getting a shit ton of money from that fucking crap. But the majority of truckers are going to be like me, which is solo drivers. Solo drivers operate within this particular spectrum. Like for me, with my company, I am allowed to work an allotted 80 hours a week. I cannot work, and that's within an 8-day period. I cannot work, no, not 80 hours. Motherfucker, I died again! It's 70.
You got yours? All your ads here?
It's 70 hours a week.
Which
for
one
an
do you
8-day
kill?
period. It's 60 hours a week for a 7-day period, and it doesn't go like for example, let's take today, the 20th. Oh no, wait, it's the 21st now. Let's take the 21st for example. Like, it wouldn't be like from the 21st to the 28th as your week period for the whole 7 days. It would literally be 7 days. It wouldn't be like from a fixed period. It would be from the moment that your ass got into the seat of your truck and started your work week to the end of those 60 hours or 70 hours, depending if it was 7 days or 8 days. Oh yeah, they really are. Actually, it really depends on the brand of truck that you drive. I've driven 2 so far. Well, it's not. Well, it's not necessarily if you're driving an old one. Like, I've driven an international brand truck, and I've driven a Freightliner brand truck. International
Exotic.
brand trucks, they actually have really good leg room for my size because I'm 6'4".
I got the solar
it's got
gauntlets.
really good leg room.
You're
Yeah, so
lucky,
it's got
bro.
My first armor exotic finally after this
trucks
grind.
have really good leg room for someone like myself
That's
that
good for
needs
you.
leg room.
Hey, it's gonna spawn in the back.
But then Freightliners,
Okay.
they don't have as much leg room,
Alright, back,
but they
back.
are incredibly
I'll grab it,
tall
you guys.
with their
You guys,
cabins.
I'll bank.
Their cabins are
grab it.
huge. They're like 10 feet. Their cabins
he's
are like
gonna be
10
back
feet
here. I'll
tall.
help you out.
Like when I was inside of the
Thank God the pillar's right there.
Freightliner that I drove,
You guys go.
I actually
Go,
stood
go.
on my tiptoes with my hands straight up as far as I could reach.
Yeah,
and
you
I
guys
still
gotta grab
couldn't
the
touch the ceiling inside of
You
it.
guys haven't grab
It was
relic. You guys gotta
tall
grab
as
relic.
fuck.
Open the door, brother.
It's in
Alright, I'll go
the.
put it in.
Open the door.
Here, I'm gonna go
Oh,
put
yeah.
it in Elijah.
Oh yeah, like that's.
I can't.
Oh yeah, that's like the whole. That's why
Where's it
the
at?
way the seats were
Hey,
designed.
it's
Left
on
side,
the side.
Engine
um,
and all the components
Oh.
too.
Left side from front entrance.
Like,
You're right there.
when
You're
you're
right
in
there.
trucking
Next to it.
school, they
You're right
teach
next to
you
you. Right next to you.
exactly
Right next to you.
What to
No, it's not. It's
they
not
teach you
over there.
exactly
I
what to
already
inspect. They teach you
It's
exactly
not over here.
what to look
Oh,
for. You know exactly
Yeah, it is.
what is or isn't damaged. And here's the best part about being a company driver like myself, is that you get what's called a fleet card from your employer. And so, say for example,
Damn it,
my
come
truck
on, just play it safe.
needs a new
Snipe the big guy.
alternator belt. Well, here's the thing. There is a set speed limit for like, it depends on the state. Like some states, like in California, they actually have a set speed limit for semi-trucks. Like for semi-trucks, I believe the set speed limit in California is
Hey,
55
just
miles
leave
an
me.
hour.
Don't get me.
But
Just
then another time, it may be just
Choose
to pull
random
over to
one.
make sure that you're not smuggling anything
keep
illegal.
alive.
Because in the
Don't
past,
get me at all.
people. I was saying that like in California, I think the set speed limit for semis is 55 miles an hour. Because in some states they have set speed limits for semis and regular speed limits for everyone else.
Okay, so let him respawn by himself.
Because California is
I'll tell the
incredibly
person
I'll
over.
you
hilly,
for the second.
and so because it's
Right
incredibly
behind you.
hilly, because like
Go.
here's the thing, like semi trucks come equipped with 3 different kinds of brakes, and
pretty
that's
clutch, Captain
incredibly
McNugget.
needed. Because here's the thing, the maximum amount of weight you can have on a typical 10-speed semi-truck is 80,000 pounds. That's the amount of weight that you can have. It's got to be evenly balanced. The most minimum amount
I'll come
of
in.
weight...
I can snipe in the ogre right there to get the enlightened. Then we can focus on killing the ads and everything. Okay.
Alright, I'll just wait for you to spawn in.
Okay, yeah, the most minimum amount of weight that you can have on your front axle, I believe, is 14,000 pounds. And then you can have a maximum of like
Alright,
23,000
what are
pounds
we
on
gonna
the
do?
drive axle and 23,000 pounds on the tandem axle. That's the axle that supports the trailer wheels. It's got to be all evenly balanced because
Oh shoot.
what difficult to...
Here, I think I can snipe him. Hold on. Yeah, here, come over here.
drive it down a
Come over
steep
here,
mountain?
where I'm at.
It's not that
Come
hard
over
because here's what it is. Oh, well, here's the thing.
Here.
Like, it really depends on the kind of truck you have. Like, the
Let me
trucks
see if I
that
have
my
any
company
info.
has, Schneider, a lot of them are automatic and are specifically built for driving uphill. So, driving uphill is actually no trouble for
Hey
us.
Elijah, I see a relic over
But-
here.
For driving downhill, here's what you do. When driving downhill, normally, if you're driving down a very steep downgrade, it'll actually have, if you
No,
are
that's
this
not a
way,
relic.
this is what your
No,
safe
I
speed
did it.
is. So if your safe speed, for
Yeah,
example,
it
driving
was.
downhill is
Yeah, I
35
got
miles an
you.
hour, what you would do as a semi-truck driver is you would start off at 30 miles an hour. Once you get to 30, and then once you get to 35 miles an hour going downhill, you would then put the brakes on until you get to 30 miles an hour. Once you get to 30 miles an hour, you would release the
So we're
brakes
gonna kill the ogre now, or
and
what?
let your
What's the plan?
speed pick back up to 35 miles an hour, and you would keep that up until you exited the downgrade. Yeah, it seemed confusing at first for me too, but honestly, like, the thing that I just really like is that how it doesn't require that much schooling in order to actually understand what the hell the whole trucking industry entails. Well, not the trucking industry, but the driving portion of itself. Because there's still like a whole bunch of shit that I don't understand that they're going to train me on, like how to fill out log reports, how to manage your miles effectively so you get the most pay based out of your miles and shit like that. But ultimately, anytime. Because here's the thing. Every single day, it depends. Like, here's the thing. If you can fit it anywhere, and they're not going to pull up, like, if, like, the owners, like, for example, if I want to go into Walmart's deli real quick, or if I was in, like, the west, like, Midwest coast, like in Colorado, and there was a Hy-Vee nearby, and I wanted to go to Hy-Vee and get myself, like, a thing of sushi.
Here, I can get you. I just need to circle
then
around.
I could go into the actual, like, empty parking lot itself and park it as long as I had enough room, and as long as they weren't going to hold a fuss of me being there for about half an hour, then you could just park it anywhere you please. And that's the thing also, like, with, like, because one of the main questions that people have is with,
Here, I could get you, Eliza.
with showering and
just
truck,
wait.
with when you're a trucker. Here's the thing.
Alright, I'll just wait.
Well, here's the thing with showers. First of all, they're not communal; they're private.
Alright.
So, like, if you go to a truck stop and you say, "Hey, I want a shower," then you get a whole room to yourself with like 5 different like shower heads and a toilet and a sink. It's clean as fuck too, because you're paying for a service. It has to be clean as fuck. So here's the thing. A lot of truck stops, specifically like those brand truck stops that you see, like Love's or Travel Agency, they all have their own kind of rewards card. And if you plan it out right, you can actually drive God knows how many miles until your tank is like a quarter empty, and then you can refill there and get a free shower at the same time. You can shower at truck stops. You can shower at any gym if you're a membership of it. Basically, any place you can shower, you can shower. It doesn't matter. But the whole thing, like the majority of truckers shower at truck stops, and they take advantage of the truck stops rewards of like, oh, I'm filling up my truck with half a tank of gas, so I get a free shower with that. Okay, cool, works for me.
Last one.
Obey me.
Fucking take it. Any other questions?
Alright, yeah. Well, I have times 3. Hold on. I need to get back here. Alright, I'm good.
It depends. It's just one of those things that you have to like adjust to. Like, for example, when I first started training for truck driving back the 10th of last month, because I actually graduated the 5th of this month from my trucking school. But when I started training the 10th of last month, I was nervous as hell. In fact, like, I had never driven a stick shift before until I fucking went to that school. But then I came out of that shit and I passed all my tests, every single one, very first try. Well, except for the core knowledge test, which was the written test. But other than that, I passed every single one of my tests. First try, perfect scores on each one of them. And that was mainly partly on my part. I just had to study really hard. Had to, like, memorize the different gear patterns. Because here's the thing that people think is really scary about, like, shifting with a truck. Like, the majority of trucks are 10 speeds. They, like, you shift it 10 different times. And they're like, oh my god, it's 10 different times, I don't know where the gears are located. Here's the honest to god truth. It is really just 5 speeds, but 2 different times. Because here's how it works. If you were, because like, there's like 3 different branches of gears. On the first branch, on the bottom is first gear. Top is reverse. On the middle branch, top is second. Bottom is third. On the right branch, top is fourth, fifth, bottom is fifth. And then there's a button that determines whether you're shifting in high gear or low gear. And then when you shift into high gear using the button, then on the top left, then the bottom is sixth. Oh, I got legendary. And then in the middle, top is seventh, bottom is eighth. And then on the right, top is ninth, bottom is 10th. That's how it works. Now, one track I've not been trained into, and I don't want to try quite yet, is at a freaking 18 speed. Those things can pull a lot of fucking freight, but they are difficult as hell to shift. These bitches are easy. I gotta pursue Aldrin. Oh shit, I'm near the end. Damn. My way, and I fucking haven't even been paying attention, and yet here I am. The fucking end of the freaking campaign road. Hang on, I'm gonna mute myself as I take a piss. I know y'all don't want to hear that shit. Except for Elijah, that pervert. Anyway. Yeah, trucking, like any profession, just takes practice. Like when I first started, I killed all 3 trucks that we used to train with. Like as I tried to drive them, just boop, they all went dead. Cause I had never driven a stick shift before. I had never driven a stick shift before then. But not all of them. A lot of trucking companies are actually adopting automatics, but the trucking companies want people who are trained on stick shifts. And I have been trained on stick shift. It's really not that difficult once you actually understand like the whole concept behind it. It's very, very easy once you get used to it. The only thing that you will feel different is your left leg will tense because you'll actually like learn the whole concept of squeezing the clutch, which is something I never understood before until after I did my training. Not only that, but also your right arm, specifically at your elbow, may actually hurt just because you'll actually learn about you'll actually like be using your muscles to jam in gears.
You hold the flesh of a god in your hands.
But
You are mere steps away from our salvation.
Here's the thing. When you're training to drive a truck,
And dark together can
if
unlock my way back
you-
into your world.
if you are only driven an automatic truck before, you then get a kind of license. It's called like a CDL, a manual exemption kind of license. And what that means is, like, if any employer sees you with it, they'll understand that, yeah, you've gone through the whole training of how to become a commercial driver's license person.
Here, I can get you. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I got you.
But
You're good.
you won't know how to drive a manual transmission.
All right,
And
so
a
next
lot of-
with you, or you got it, Captain?
And a lot of the independent
Here,
companies
you could
and some of the
it.
smaller time companies still use solely manual transmission trucks. Not only that, but some companies, like if they're automatic, say for example, like if I'm driving for my company Schneider, they have the majority of their trucks are automatic transmission. if, for example, I go to their depot, I would need a truck in order to do my job, and then I see that their automatic transmission trucks are all taken by other drivers, and the only automatic transmission truck that they had is damaged, but they have 3 manual transmission trucks available. Because I'm certified to drive a manual transmission, I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll take that manual transmission truck instead of having my ass being stuck for God knows how long for them to repair the only automatic that they have.
Hey, it's over here. Do you want me to get there or no?
I'm at the final boss at last.
Alright, hey, who's gonna dunk it? You sure?
Well, my instructors, I had 4 different instructors. The oldest one, he was 80 years old. Oh, let me tell you a hilarious story of when I first went to school. So I first went to trucking school. There was this, there was this black kid named Alan. He was 19 years old, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, man, I've been studying this guide and everything for weeks. So yeah, man, like I'm gonna fucking ace this test and shit when I gotta do them." And so at the very end of the first day, he was given leave by the instructor to go to the DMV and actually take the first test. And so then the very next day, when he came back, we all asked, "How'd you do?" He said, "I failed, man." Like, I mean, they had questions on there that weren't even in the book. And like, I even have an example. Like, for example, it's like it says, if your truck is going 55 miles an hour, and
this is crazy.
And your truck is 52 miles long, what should your stopping distance be? And I immediately said, 6 seconds. It's right here in the book. Apparently, that dumbass didn't actually study. The following distance should be 6 seconds. You should allow yourself 6 seconds to stop, because a truck is an enormous fucking
vehicle. I found a spot over here. Elijah,
it's going to take
come over here.
Well, it's going to take longer time for a semi-truck to stop than it would for a sedan, for example. You need to make sure that you have enough time. So, for example, if there's a pileup in front of you, you have enough time to react and actually stop or evade if you need to. If you're too close, then your ass is going to just get into a wreck. And so, yeah, because that actually happened.
My charger real quick.
And that actually happened. That was actually an accident that was reported like a few days before I started school. There was a semi truck that actually crushed into a church bus, killed 11 people, but the driver was alive. Really. It would depend on your following distance. If you have appropriate following distance for the kind of semi-truck you're driving with the trailer, if any trailer is attached, then no, it wouldn't crash into the truck.
No.
Or the truck wouldn't crash into it. That's if they're driving safely. Now, I have witnessed so many idiotic fucking truck drivers while driving to and fro from school, because school was an hour away from me at the time. And I saw so many goddamn truck drivers. And there's actually a phenomenon called jackknifing. That's when the trailer starts swaying to left and right really, really far as the truck is still going forward. And so, the trailer will start actually, pushing itself over into the other lane or onto the grass if the driver is, not careful. And I actually saw that happen as I was driving home one day. This idiot freaking truck driver was driving 80 miles an hour in the fucking rain. No, he didn't.
Cause this wizard's super low.
No,
you get struggling.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I got you.
No, he didn't hit the cone. His ass was driving 80 miles an hour in the fucking rain. His ass.
Elijah, I'm gonna just stay back real quick.
But yeah,
and
so that was his, and so his ass started jackknifing, and I'm like, okay, I gotta fucking slow down, and my ass in my freaking car, I had to slow down because I need to make sure, because his ass started jackknifing, his trailer started swaying to left and right. I need to make sure that trailer didn't fucking take me out and throw me off the goddamn road. And it's one of those things. Like, they even teach you how to, like, especially, like, with my company I'm going to be working for, they actually have, like, simulations. Like, in-depth simulations. Like, they simulate, like, actual crashes, actual jackknifing, actual everything. So that you know exactly what it feels like, what to do for every single situation. My instructors have actually praised my company, Schneider, because Schneider, according to them, produces the safest drivers
Let's go clear
in
his
the
ass real
industry.
quick, Elijah. I'll help you out. That should help you out.
I got this.
All ads are cleared.
No, they're not. They're still here. These assholes are forming. I gotta face the giant mouth of Riven. I'm not even using this rifle at its full potential.
Alright. Alright, I'm coming.
If you're coming, make sure you got some tissues. Do you have any other questions about truck driving that perhaps possibly I can answer?
Nah.
Yeah, I did. Now here's the thing. Well, with the truck driving, I have to do this because my company wants to cover their own ass. I have to do a sleep study first. After I do a sleep study, I hand that shit into a sleep study. It's where they hook a bunch of monitors up to me and then I fall asleep. They need to test to make sure that I don't have sleep apnea. If I do, they need to make sure that I have a freaking CPAP machine so that I don't freaking get fatigued or whatever as I'm driving. But my ass ain't got sleep apnea. I've never felt any of that shit. But regardless, it's just them covering their ass. They're making sure that they.
Alright, you going to dunk it? Alright.
Not just night, but just like in general. They need to make sure that I don't have my ass doesn't like fall asleep at the wheel because my body didn't get enough restful sleep. So they're just covering their own ass, and like honestly, I don't blame them. I mean, with all like the whole thing of regulation and whatnot. After I do that, that's when my ass goes to Indianapolis, and then I go to training for 3 weeks.
Alright, I'll use my whisper.
Oh, nice. But yeah, there's like a bunch of different. There's like a bunch of different shit. But yeah, there's like a bunch of different locations that my company is located at. And here's like the one main thing that a lot of truckers were concerned about is lot lizards. Lot lizards are basically just hookers. Just like, well, cause here's the thing. Like, you don't know if a random hooker that you fuck is gonna freaking pull a knife on you while you're sleeping and slit your throat and take all your shit. That was back, like, it was really back in the day, like, back in, like, the 70s and 80s when lot lizards were, like, well, that was when lot lizards were, like, a prominent concern. Nowadays, they've, like, pretty much faded away, but they're still around from time to time. But, my company has actually a bunch of, terminals throughout the United States. So say if we're going to need to drop off a load in Chicago, instead of just staying in Chicago for the night, I can get my truck over to the town that is just an hour west of it, and then I can go to the terminal there. Terminal is completely like security locked with like infrared cameras and shit, and keypad lock gates. The only people who are allowed inside are Schneider employees like my future self. So that way there's no chance of lot lizards potentially climbing in through my window if I have it cracked and trying to steal my wallet. Or my sperm. Well, here's the thing. If they, yeah, like one of my instructors, her brother was a trucker for 30 years, and in one instance, he actually had his window cracked because it was during the summer of like 75, and when he had his window cracked, someone actually was small enough to crawl in through that window, and he woke up. And there was some random guy in his fucking cab. It was like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking asshole!
Oh.
Yeah. That's the last thing I want.
Alright, let's go. Come over here.
Well, see, that's the thing. It was at a truck stop when that happened.
We'll just wait it out.
But again, this is back in 75, like over 40 years ago. And again, like I said, motherfucker, my company has a bunch of different terminals where they, oh shit, they have a bunch of different terminals where they actually make sure that the only people who are in there are Schneider employees. Protects you from risk, protects their property too at the same time. The only bad story I've ever heard is like for people who don't have the strength of will and actually to be a trucker, because it is very mentally taxing.
Coming. All right. I know. All right. Where the ads are in the back, correct? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and head for one of them.
Yeah, like I've heard a bunch of. To detach the trailer, yeah, especially if you're driving. Like it really also ultimately depends on the brand of truck you're driving. Like the majority of truck carriers use
taking care of that. Wait.
They use the Freightliner brand of trucks, and the Freightliner brand of trucks have a hand release for releasing the trailer, because the trailer uses a giant bolt called the kingpin in order to latch onto what was called the truck's fifth wheel, which is what hooks it up to the truck itself. So then, like, here's the thing. The jaws of the fifth wheel are so strong that the entire trailer can tip over to the side and it will take the truck with it without detaching it.
There's only one eye left in the back.
So, there are times where truckers have reported where, like, the wheels of the trailer have caught fire. And so when that happens, the first thing that you do is you drop the trailer and your ass drives forward. Don't bother trying to, like, get out and put it out of the fire first. Do that second. Get the truck the fuck away from the trailer first.
No, just two more.
Here's a funny story, though. Yeah, that's what many people have said. There was this one gay guy that was in my class. He was actually sponsored by Swift. There was me and this one lady. We were sponsored. She and I were both sponsored by Schneider. Everyone else went independent.
Are we killing him or no?
Actually, yes, I am killing him. I got the ace of spades and I've got the freaking gun train on him.
You have my undivided attention.
But what was I saying? It was something about.
Now where's my sister?
Not
Here, Aldrin. And if she
what was I saying?
it would be a whole lot easier.
So.
But yeah, like the whole thing of training really depends on the kind of state that you're in. Like if your ass is in California, you're gonna. I think you're gonna have like more regulation.
You have no idea what he's done. If Cade was
Alright.
here, I know what
Let's
he
rush
would
him.
do, Guardian.
Yes, day cabs. Those are that's what those are called. And honestly, it really depends on the kind of route that they have. Like some day cabs are specifically local, where they drive like within like a 300-mile radius, so they're always home every night, and that's why they don't need a bed. Or they could be like some dedicated routes, like my father once knew. My father once knew this one lady. She had a day cab like that, but she drove from Chicago to Atlanta every single day. But she would drive from Chicago to Atlanta, and then she would have a hotel
Thank you, man.
in Atlanta, and then she'd drive from Atlanta back to Chicago, and then be home. So she didn't need a sleeper berth. That's what those beds are called. They're called sleeper berths. So she didn't need a sleeper berth. Yeah, I don't like them either. The thing that I'm really looking forward to... the thing... I've driven a day cab. I've driven a sleeper berth truck. The comfort of their seats is literally the exact same. Because here's the thing, the seats are strange. As you go through bumps, your seat is going to actually like raise and lower with the shock that's passing through the truck. And not only that, but one of the real dangers is. Yeah, that's every semi-truck. And one of the real dangers too is actually the steering wheel. The steering wheel is actually functions different than that of a steering wheel of like a car or a normal truck. Because like if you actually crash headlong, like if you take, like, say for example, you're driving a semi truck and you crash into a brick wall, for example, at 60 miles an hour.
Hey, do you have the ornament
There
for
is
it?
a very there's a chance
You
that the
don't?
steering wheel will actually come out of its
I do.
gearbox and actually, if you're not careful, take your head off.
It's not that good. You soloed it?
Oh yeah, frickin' one of my instructors was like that. Frickin' he like did like this whole demonstration with this one company he used to work for. His ass was like parallel parking, alley docking, frickin' like weaving and shit. We saw that, like, how the fuck are you doing all this shit? And he just said 2 words: mirrors, mirrors.
What the heck?
And he's right.
Why did
When
you
it
do so
comes
much damage?
when it comes to backing up, when it comes to doing parallel parking, when it comes to any of that shit, use your fucking mirrors. They are a fucking lifesaver.
The XO are among the greatest mysteries. They are well encrypted even to themselves.
Oh yeah, cause, and it was actually really interesting with the guy who was testing me for the road portion of my test. Just depending on where you are, they already have a course set up for driving over the road. Like the course that they put me on for driving, they're like, if you can drive this course and pass, you can drive anywhere in the country and you'll be fine. And so, no, it really depends on the kind of tire that they have and the amount of tread depth that there is. If there's not enough tread depth, then your ass is going to skid and slide and frickin' jackknife and potentially even roll over if you have a heavy enough load. You gotta be incredibly careful when you're doing that shit. It's not like the extra weight actually frickin' like contributes to like having better traction. But the one thing that was interesting with the guy who was testing me, I told him, listen, Tony.
Hey, did you put on your chest piece yet or no?
There we go. Nice. Oh, I got new shit.
Did you put on your chest piece yet or no? You found the exotic chest piece. Oh, I thought it was a chest piece.
It depends.
Does it grant back
sometimes
all
it'll be
the
sent
super?
to airplane and then truck. Other times it'll be sent by boat and then to truck. It always varies, but
Good.
ultimately it always gets to its destination via truck, or even by train and then boat. It always varies, but ultimately it always gets to its destination via truck.
Let me see what this wish on.
Or, as my instructor called it, tractor trailer.
Thank you for shopping at Eververse. Clean up dust, reorganize my inventory. It's not home yet, but it will be.
Here's the thing I would advise. I'd advise that you actually like learn how to drive their own those military trucks there, because you can actually apply that experience.
The ornament looks terrible too.
Okay. Well, even then, even then, if you're a frontline soldier, you can still get trained in like driving one of those military trucks. Because here's the thing, like, unless you're planning on doing that as like a full-time career, or you're planning to do that just so they can pay for your scholarship for college, you're going to need to readjust.
And sniper reserves. I think
that's true, but at the same time, you need to make sure that you have a plan for when you come back and rejoin civilian life. Like depending on what role that you fulfill when you're in the military, you need to make sure that when you are done with it, that you're able to reintegrate yourself into civilian life. Like
True.
No. Like you're with the military, you get paid for the rest of your life. It's not enough to live off of, but it's basically supplementary income. Like no, it's more than that. It's like $100 a week.
Hello, Guardian.
Like a friend of mine, he's actually a military vet, and he constantly gets a check from the military after he was honorably discharged.
Do not think
But
What do you think?
his whole thing is that his ass still needs to find an actual fucking job.
Oh
His
yeah,
ass
on that
is
it
lazy
pisses
more
you
than
off.
anything.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It chugged me off.
It's not enough to live off of, that's for damn sure, but it is good supplementary income.
You're alive, Guardian. Fight like it.
But the one key thing that would help is if you actually got... Oh, motherfucker, I didn't want to do that. Is if you actually joined the military, but actually gained the skills required for a specific line of civilian work when you were done with your military tenure. Like, for example, if your ass drove, whatever the hell you say, a bunch of like military trucks and were like a frontline soldier at the same time, that experience would count towards becoming, for example, if you were like a welder within the military, that experience would count towards being a civilian welder as well. Or even if you were just burning shit the entire time you were there, that would also contribute to being one of those Porter John suckers.
Yeah, I'm dead. What the heck? I lived. And I died.
Like what Prey
So,
said.
are we trying to do the, I'm ready for it. It's 11:30? Time goes by quick.
Be like one of those air traffic control guys. It's like, are you saying you want to be like one of them air traffic control guys? Oh, okay. I finally got a different ghost shell at last. For ghosts who hop the fence. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. That's a nice one. How about this one? It looks the same.
What the heck? That's so gay.
When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
I got you.
Knock it off.
Oh. Here, wanna go back for him? Alright, I need to find a way to get around this.
You don't know what that's from? That's from Wanda Sykes. No. The guy who just said that's so gay. Oh. No, like frickin' no, you said that's so gay. I'm like, when you say that's so gay, you realize what you say? Knock it off. That's from Wanda Sykes. The former straight bitch, now turned lesbian.
Yeah.
I am 500 flat.
My wish under was lower. Yeah. It's crazy, huh?
What can you teach me?
Meditation. Hang on, I gotta sound all sophisticated and everything.
Meditation comes in many forms. For some, it's reflection. For others, it's action.
Sure, let's wait for him, or not.
All that matters is that you take the time to be intentional about growing in the light. Complete daily and weekly challenges to test yourself and grow further.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
I realized the other day.
Yay.
Yeah. Everyone died.
Yes.
Alright.
Kate 6 died, and Bungie was so broke that they couldn't afford Nathan Fillion to reprise his role.
I realized the other day.
And so they had fucking Nolan North do it. I'm not saying he did a bad job, but it was kind of obvious. You gotta be kidding me. They gave me a cloak that is in remembrance of Kate.
I'll tether like right there, right?
There's a giant spade on it.
Oh.
Hey, you got everyone up here all riled up.
You know the Drifter is voiced by Todd Haberkorn? I had no idea until I looked it up. His ass has been in so many English dubs of anime. It's ridiculous.
You want me to tether them? Like right there? Like, where do you want me to tether? From where? Alright. Bro, look, they don't even kill you. Oh, shit. Never mind.
Am I forgetting
No, I didn't know though. I thought it was different.
Oh, I gotta return to Petrovenge. What the hell am I doing? Return to Petrovenge, you dumbass. Help!
Let's just keep doing this every time you spawn.
In regards
I get my tether back.
Training with the
like
trucks. When I first started, I killed every single one. I killed the truck that we used to train yard maneuvers first. I killed the truck that we used to drive over the road first. After that, and then I killed the other truck that we used to drive over the road after that. But then, when time came for me to freaking actually do my testing, I passed every single one of them except for the core knowledge course with flying colors. All it's like, if you actually like consider like truck driving, the only thing that you need to succeed in that course
training him. Oh my gosh.
Is to sit down, shut up, listen, and learn. That is it.
How did I die?
Look inside yourself and you will find the answer.
Oh.
You know the thing that sucks is that my buzz is wearing off.
We better leave this one.
And I have no more liquor. I'm buying some tomorrow. I do want to be buzzed. If it were my choice, I'd be buzzed all the time. Fuck, I never want to be sober ever again for the rest of my days.
I just figured it out.
I have a new bow.
Hey, when the nights get close, I'm gonna go for one of these.
That people at least drink so much that they black out at least once in their life. Because here's the thing. Did I tell you the story of the fat bitch that pissed me off at my last work that made me drink so much that I blacked out?
Yeah.
The deed is done.
Okay, I told them, but I didn't tell you. Anyway, so...
Tell them. It's a good story.
It is a very good story, actually. Oh, shit! They put the Vestigian Dynasty in this game. That's fucking awesome. I love that weapon. But anyway, so here's how it was. There was this one fat entitled bitch that really pissed me right the fuck off when I was in my last job. And I wanted to just tear her throat out with my bare hands. But I couldn't do that because, obviously, frickin' like manslaughter and murder is against the law. So, when I came home for that weekend, I decided then to have a little drinking not competition, but a little drinking challenge with my mates in Destiny 1.
Oh, shoot.
We then went to Crucible. Every time we lost, I took a shot. Every time we won, I took 2 shots. And within 45 minutes, a 750 milliliter bottle of Fireball whiskey was gone. And for the first half hour, I felt pretty damn good. Then the rest of the alcohol kicked in and I felt like complete and utter shit. I kept passing out, waking up, throwing up on myself, passing out, waking up, throwing up on myself, passing out, waking up, and throwing up on myself. By the time it had finally all left my system, it was 4 hours until I had to go to sleep.
A third more.
I spent the remaining 4 hours of my time awake cleaning my clothes and my sheets. I was pissed at myself for that shit. But that's when I learned my limits.
Mine's gonna take a little bit.
And honestly, considering the shit that bitch put me through, I think it was worth it. Some random guy just died. Like, there was no enemy or anything. He just died. Fucker. Nigga, if you're not gonna hit them with the first, like, I'll quote Sean Connery from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. If you can't do it in one shot, don't do it at all. What am I supposed to do now? I completed all of it. Oh shit, I gotta return to the motherfucker. I was just there. It wasn't vocal enough. It told me to return to the spider, but I was there, but it didn't tell me.
It's taking damage. What the fuck, man?
I know, right? Frickin' Bungie rips off frickin' Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars. It really is. I'm telling you. Like, how many fat crime bosses do they gotta be before they realize that they're ripping off either Jabba the Hutt or
the damage they take without dying is crazy, man. Alright, here, I'm gonna use my tether.
Welcome back, dear friend.
Same. I have my Night Stalker though, so
World's
I think
first
we're good.
completion.
Alright. Bring him in. Hold on. Alright, we're good.
I see the queenless queens.
The broken, awoken talisman.
Alright, where's them coming?
I gotta repair it? Hang on. Where's my inventory? Gotta make sure. Here it is. Collect the remaining talisman fragments found within the last sectors of the Tangled Shore. In an old Corsair hideout in the heart of Spider's Web. In a rare green place, whatever the hell that means. I gotta defeat idiots. Using a fucking hand cannon? Shit.
Damn, bro, I'm taking way too much damage.
Getting the original Ace of Spades wasn't this much of a chore. Damn. Okay. Shit. I tell you right now, tomorrow when I wake up, I am definitely buying myself more whiskey.
No, I don't.
And a couple more bottles of fucking Diet Pepsi.
I don't. Let's just go. I think I'm good.
That I can get.
I don't have tether yet, but let's go for it.
Unless my doctor calls me back and says, hey, we got that sleep study ready. Make sure you haven't drunk anything for the past 12 hours. In which case I won't be able to, but I sincerely doubt it will be since today is Sunday.
Alright, my tether is on to... I have tether. Alright, let's go.
A bow with Rampage?
Sure,
That's
wait.
pretty epic, actually.
Alright, good. Full tether back, baby.
And now... the end is near. Fuck, I missed. So I face... And before... Here's my phone. It is almost 2 o'clock my time. I want to make sure that I don't fucking fuck it all up. Oh, shit, I'm dying. Hang on.
These dudes are raping me.
Come on, you know you love it. Anyway.
So what do we do when they drop the relics? I'm not even close to tether right now.
So, because I've been drinking and I need to make sure I drink at least a gallon of water before I go to sleep, and I'm about to do that, I'm going to leave all y'all.
Hey, do you know what's cool?
Ice.
Other Night Stalkers, when I shoot them, like where you shot it at, I get all my Night Stalker back.
I am going to leave.
Oh my gosh, bro.
All y'all with my calling card. So y'all know, whenever you hear this, you will remember Big the Gangster Cat. So don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Alright. I'm gonna say adios. I will be on probably... Shit, if... well, if I don't have to do the sleep thing or whatever, I'll probably be on in the morning. And then I'll just keep playing until I have to do my daily exercise. And then after that, I'll do that until I probably get drunk again tomorrow, just because I didn't get drunk enough today. So, I'll see y'all next time. I sent friend invites to all y'all, so yeah. Okay, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Bye.